Yo, can everybody hear us? Yeah, Par rated us.
Par ain't rate us, did he?
Yeah, he rated us.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's
All right, everybody. I apologize. And I am so sorry that this is looking so unprofessional. But fuck, I even got these guys' names still up here.
no. I mean, shout out to them, bro.
Yeah, shout out to them, bro. Fuck
Great
them.
promo.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so my bad. So this is our first episode of Sebastian's basically dark tournament. We're experimenting currently right now with a bunch of things. And basically you gotta give us a chance to like set everything up. So I do want to welcome everybody. Thank you for joining. It's really a pleasure to have you all here. I promise next time we stream, this is going to look amazing. But currently, as of right now, it doesn't. So I apologize about that. But I just want to say hello to everybody. Akuma, Amathal, Void, Aaron Tate, Axel, Javian, Chris, Peter Keenan, Jaden, 3 Day. Yo, Seb, you probably got to mute that, whatever it is.
You know what?
I hear my voice in the background.
Oh,
Hold
I
on.
can't hear it.
Never mind. I just
Everything.
muted it. I just muted it. Uh, Alexander, Blurred. No, I still hear it, bro. Do you have your end? Do you have not your headphones in or anything?
I don't have headphones in now.
Can you get your headphones? Because they can hear double echo to me.
Can they? I
Yeah,
can't hear it.
I can hear it. Kaizoku, Supreme Lord AMV, Par. Bro, what are you doing, Par? Also, you had such a legendary stream with JD. I was watching it while I was at the gym. I just want to say, Par, you already know, man. You keep going higher and higher, and I love to see you succeed, bro. So, oh man, keep doing it, man. What's up?
Better.
Yeah, it is better.
Yeah, okay.
Tony, Aaron Tate, Supreme Lord, Nerdtaku, Rick, just Lewis, Tony. For anybody that I did miss, Phantom, Uta, I just want to say thank you. So this is a new series that Sebastian had started up in our Discord, and it was such an amazing feeling to actually sit down with everything that he created. And basically, I told Sebastian, I said, hey, we have a large audience in our Discord, right? But we also have a large audience on YouTube. And there's people out there that want to like hear this and want to see this. And some of our audio only listeners aren't in our Discord. So I was like, listen, man, I know this is going to suck, but I think we should do all those fights that we were doing before in Discord, do them here from the beginning. Thank you, Tony. So what I'm going to do is next stream, I promise this is going to look like an ESPN around the corner type of look around the horn overlay. And we're going to have a lot to look at. That's going to be amazing. What we're going to do is this is a dark tournament like Yu Yu Hakusho, if you've ever seen it. But this is going to be Sebastian's dark tournament, aka Davey's dark tournament, like in Davey back. So Sebastian's going to come up with many characters. He's going to face them off against each other where there are certain requirements that certain characters have to have in order to verse another character. And it's going to make these fights extra interesting. So yes, this is power scaling to its highest degree. And, you know, I just want to shout out to everybody, but I also want to just shout out to my brother Sebastian for literally coming out and doing one of the most creative things that we've had in our Discord in a little bit. And I feel like everybody's going to really love this type of feeling. So, Sebastian, do you want to say any words to everybody before we start this thing off? And, you know, anything you just want to relate?
Yeah, I mean, the tournament started off was a lot of fun. We were in like round 3, and Larry came up with this idea, and I thought it was great. So we decided to bring it to YouTube so you guys can like see and interact, and it's going to be easier with polls here. I can get you guys' takes more frequently, more consistently. But I think it's gonna be great. It's something I'm looking forward to doing going forward. It's gonna be really, a mismatch of stuff that we're gonna do. But we're gonna run the tournament back. I did want to like Larry said, there will be some fights that have stipulations. Like for example, our first match of the round 1 is Kaido versus Cracker. We are going to put the stipulation for the top 5. There will be some sort of handicap for each of the top 5 seeds versus the lowest 5 seeds in this tournament. And we might do something like that going forward with other tournaments or new tournaments going forward. But I did want to give a special shout out. I know they're probably not in this chat because I'm not in this stream because we don't know them like that. But I did get this idea technically from BDA, King of Lightning, and Morge. They did a stream of One Piece Tournament of Power, but their seedings were off. So I was like, I need a better seeding. So I wanted to do one myself with the Discord, and it was really fun. We're able to collab with some other channels, Spar being one of them. He had a whole vote in his stream. That was awesome.
Yeah, but, that was dope.
Yeah. And Kaido won. That's all I want to know. I want y'all to know that. Kaido won that vote. Par was hating.
I feel like, low-key, Par is a hater, though, bro.
Par was hating something crazy.
Par is low-key a hater, bro.
He kept circling back to the vote to act like it was going to change, and it wasn't.
Yeah, Par. Low-key, nobody really knows it because they're so, like, genjutsu'd by, like, his great theories. But Par's a hater, low-key. So what I'm doing right now, guys, is I'm trying to make this look good in a weird way. I'm so sorry if it looks a little amateurish.
That was clean. What you had there was pretty clean.
Yeah. So this is going to be the way it looks. So should we start this, Sab?
Yeah, there's one thing I might need to swap real quick on my end.
Okay.
I might need to switch to a different YouTube channel so that I can run the poll. Unless you want to run the polls.
I'll run the polls. I'll do all the I'll do all the hard work, and you just focus on doing everything else. There's only one more thing I wanted to go and say. So we are going to have discussions, and we're going to be reading the chat, specifically me. And what we're gonna do is we're going to invite people from the chat and from Discord or wherever. You guys hop into the Discord, and if you want to say something about a fight, if you want to give your input, I'm going to give you your time to shine, and I'm going to take you from the voice chat and the live channel, which is in our Discord, and I'm going to drag you into the Discord. If you want to be on camera, you could be on camera, and you can voice your stance on who you think would win. So we're going to
be in whoever you want.
Exactly. So we're going to do that one person at a time, or maybe even 2 people at a time, and you will show up on screen as you are right now. So for reading the chat, because this is what we're going to do, we're going to read the chat right now. No, Sebastian, you know what? Take it over. This is you.
All right. We're going to start off with our first round. I did kind of want to go through the seedings just to see how you guys, almost died. Almost died. I don't know if y'all saw that or not. It didn't happen. Almost died.
Yeah.
That was not a great start. But yeah, I did want everybody to know that Kaido did win the top seeding because most of these fights are going to be one-on-ones. And they did say if it's one-on-one, bet on Kaido. So we did give Kaido the #1 rating. He's at the top seed. I just want to let everyone know we didn't go with specific characters like Roger or Prime Whitebeard or Prime Garp or Prime Sengoku because we felt it would have been too skewed in their favor with almost no actual feats to argue off of. So most of the characters that are on here will have feats. So people like Dragon aren't on the list or didn't make the cut. For the most part, the ranking is 1 to 32. From strongest to weakest. There are a couple mismatched ones in general because I just kind of forgot names and then added them later. And there's going to be people out here that didn't make it. So if you don't see a combatant that you were hoping for, my apologies. They might still sneak their way in via the stipulations for some of these matchups. But Essentially, I did want to run through everyone who is in this battle tournament. We have Kaido, Cracker, Law, Old Sengoku. So Old Sengoku means Marine Ford Sengoku, not Prime Sengoku. Sabo, Yamato, Atakuri, Luffy, Blackbeard, Sanji, King, Green Bull, Oden, Weevil, Kuma, Akainu, Big Mom, Queen, Zoro, Bullet, Fujitora, Hancock, Marco, Mihawk, Aokiji, Doflamingo, Old Rayleigh, and Old Whitebeard. Old Rayleigh is Rayleigh that we see right now, the one that had that interaction with Blackbeard. And Old Whitebeard is the Whitebeard that clashed with Shanks, not necessarily Marine Ford Whitebeard. All right, so no Squardo stabs. He's pretty good. He is sickly though. Kizaru, Kid, Jinbei, and Shanks. So that's the combatants that we have going. Obviously, Kaido is our top seed, as I just described. So if you guys have issues with the seeding, I don't care.
So
but
this is what we're gonna do. What we're gonna do is we're gonna list off who's versing who with the stipulations that are at hand. And I know that there's some people already in the entrance to the den, which I'm going to drag over. We're going to go one by one. And then we're going to also have people in the live chat deciding through a poll and explaining why you think who would win out of the two that are versing. Now, you got to be patient with me because I'm going to be doing a lot of the heavy work for Sebastian. So I'm going to be making these like pictures to see like who's versing who, so you guys can obviously see what's going on. All right. But other than that, Tony Leon said for $199, he said, can't wait for this buggy cosplay Larry. For those of you that don't know, I am not going to tell you when I'm going to wear the buggy costume. I will just wear it on a certain episode, but know that I have ordered it. It's on its way. I'm not going to say when, and I will be wearing it twice. And that is all. And then we got another super chat from United States Blurred. He says, shout out to Seb, letting a fishman be on the bracket.
Listen, Jinbei stipulation, the top seed handicap that Jinbei gets, there were people voting for him over Shanks. You're going to see it. You're going to see.
Yeah.
Y'all going to see. Jinbei might be unbeatable in this bracket, but we'll see.
Other than that, one last question. Everybody in the chat, are our volumes okay? Is Sebastian's volume okay? Can you hear us clear? Or do I need to turn him up or turn myself up for you? If so, if not, we're going to just get this started and we're going to just go through it. So let me know. Yo, Fig, you might get banned for that one, bro. You might get banned for that one, bro. Strahd, thank you for becoming a Yonko.
What Fig say, bro?
He said Larry D. Buggy.
It's Larry D. Clown, bro.
Nah, bro. Volume is good, Jamal says. All right. Everybody.
Says I'm a little low?
Nah,
higher?
Seb volume needs to be a little higher. Says to me he needs to be turned up a bit. I kind of turned Seb up a bit, though. I turned him to the max.
Am I too low? That's a first.
Yeah,
that's a first.
No, I think everybody's saying everything is good. All right, I turned his volume up quite a bit. So, let me turn it up a little bit more, but let me know. Don't worry, I'll ban Larry if he bans for you for that.
Yeah, remember we modded Par for no reason.
All right, guys. So, take it away, Seb.
The picture's gone, Larry.
Yeah, I put it back.
It's gone. I don't see it.
No, it's there.
There's no picture, bro. The Kaido versus Cracker picture is not there.
It's right there, bro. I see it on the screen.
It's not on my screen. Oh, maybe I'm late. I don't know. There it is. There it is.
Celestial Donkey, thank you for the 10. He says, #Buggy Gang. Can't wait to see the fit, Captain Larry D. Buggy. Yo, come on, man. We can't start calling me Larry D. Buggy. That is so disrespectful.
I love it. All right, I'll take it away with our first matchup of the Davey Dark Tournament. We have Kaido, the King of Beasts, versus Charlotte Cracker. Now, like I said, for the top 5 seeds, there will be a handicap for the lower seed. In this case, Kaido will be Sea Stone cuffed. He cannot use his Dragon Devil Fruit whatsoever. So please place your votes. Can Cracker defeat Kaido, the King of Beasts, with no Devil Fruit, no Dragon Fruit capabilities? Let me know y'all answers in the chat. Larry, put that poll up.
I am. I'm doing it right
and I know we have a couple people in the den that can possibly jump in here. By all means, people, if you are on Discord, jump into the den. I think it's right under the voice channel, which is slightly above. Where is that? It's like just under the welcome. So you guys can wait. Please stay muted until you're called on or dragged into the queue.
Yeah. So, should we bring somebody in right now, Seb, or what?
Yeah, I mean, I totally. I don't know how down people are to debate this one. I think I'm seeing a lot of Kaido negatives still.
All right,
which is rough.
Seb, I'm gonna bring in I Hate Mo. Okay.
Is it Mo? I've been saying Mew for. Is that why he says I say his name wrong? Is that why?
Yeah. Should I bring him in?
Please bring him in.
All right.
Just so that I can know how to say his name.
All right. I'm bringing him in now.
I'm seeing a lot of Kaido negatives.
Hey, I Hate Mew. Bring in I Hate Mo.
You guys gotta mute the stream. Is that why he says I say his name wrong? Is that why? Just so I can know.
Yo, mute Mo.
You gotta mute the stream.
Y'all can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we can hear you. How's it going, man?
What's going on? Yeah, it's I Hate Mo.
It's Mo? Why is it spelled like that?
Gotta be a little different, you feel me?
Oh my god. Isn't that the LSU? Like that's Mew, no? That's I'm tripping. That must be why. That's why. I hate Mo. Alright. Like Joe Burrow, I remember that. Alright, who you got? Kaido or Cracker?
Kaido, no diffs.
Even with the Sea Stone cuffs? Doesn't matter?
Even with the Sea Stone cuffs.
Damn. I mean, I can't knock that. I feel like Cracker got a lot for him. He gonna be clapping and all that. Nah.
I mean, Luffy was struggling. He didn't even have Conqueror's coding at the time.
True. Luffy did pack him up.
Yeah, Kaido's hockey is too top tier.
I mean, I don't know. Larry, you put the poll up?
It's not letting me. It's saying an error occurred. Try again. It's not working on my end.
Damn.
Maybe you could try it.
I'd have to swap. Hold up.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I feel like Kaido's hockey is way too strong. Even if he has Sea Stone cuffs on, like we've seen
It'd be hard to use your hockey when you got Sea Stone cuffs on though. No?
Yo, but Luffy was training with Sea Stone cuffs on. And like he was able to break rocks. If I put Sea Stone cuffs on like Kaido.
I thought he had the explosive joint on. I don't know if it was the Sea Stone joint.
Nah, he had the Sea Stone on, if I'm not mistaken, right? It wasn't the explosive ones, because Yamato had the explosive ones.
True. I don't know, man.
So what you saying?
Negative? Obviously, negative is heavy, bro. Nothing. He can't do nothing to him. That's what y'all telling me. He can't hurt Kaido at all.
I can't. He one-shot Luffy.
Say it again, Mo.
Did Kaido use Conqueror's coding when he one-shot Luffy?
Nah, he just used regular hockey, bro. Had to.
Yeah, Kaido's smoking that cracker pack.
Get mad at that, bro.
Yo, Sab, you're going out. Audio-wise.
I'm going out. Audio-wise.
Yeah.
I'm trying to create the.
Yeah. I agree. All right. Let's.
Not letting me do the poll either, bro.
Yeah, I can't do.
It's not letting me do the poll. That sucks.
Yeah. All right, Mo. Anything else to add to it, or is it just like an easy neck diff, bro?
Nah, that's it. Easy neck.
All right, easy next. All right.
We can probably keep Mo for maybe 2 or 3, matchups. No.
Yeah, I'm here for as long as you guys want me.
Yeah. So what I'll do is
Yeah.
I'll drag Mo down and then I'll bring in somebody else before it gets too complicated. That's cool with you, Beans, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, Mo, I'm
I'm
gonna
just
bring you
moving
back
Kaido
in though. All
along.
right.
All right, for sure.
All right. And then we'll go with Jaden. Hey, what's going on, Jaden?
Yo, what up?
What's up, y'all? I just muted the stream.
Oh, nice, man. What's
Appreciate
up?
that.
How are you,
Appreciate
man?
that.
I'm good. How are you guys?
Chilling, man. So what's your take on this, bro?
All right. I think it's a Kaido, no diff. But I got reasoning behind it.
Okay.
Kaido is physically strong enough that he can destroy Cracker's minions without even trying. So even with the Sea Prism Stone, his physical strength is going to be enough to get to Cracker. And once you get to him, he's a glass cannon.
That's true. I can't deny that.
Yeah.
So without Cracker's minions being able to help him, it's over with. I mean, I'd almost say negative, but if Cracker can produce enough, maybe he can tire Kaido out a little bit. But there's no way he's winning or doing anything to Kaido.
That's real.
I can't hear you, Sebastian. Say it again.
I said that's real. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, that's real. I mean, what can he really do to Kaido, man? Even Sea Stone, like he doesn't have Rio. He doesn't have any advanced. Didn't Luffy say his armament was advanced? No, I'm trying to give him something here.
I mean, I don't remember. He just said it was better than Dofi's, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which I mean, it's solid, but it's definitely not going to be able to break through Kaido's skin, even without his Devil Fruit powers. We assume he's more powerful and more durable because he's an Oni. So,
I mean, by Traverse's standards, I mean, Kid was able to hurt Kaido, so I mean, we know his hockey sucks.
Why you gotta bring Kid into this, bro?
Kid, bro.
Yo, Jaden, thank you for your input. I'm gonna bring somebody else in.
All right, no worries.
All right.
Catch.
Let's get yo, Javian. You here, bro, or nah, bro? Oh, he not near his computer. All right, Javian's not here, so we gonna go with Party Pete. Pete,
What up?
Pete's muted as well. Yo, Pete.
Yo, what's up?
All right, what's your take on this, man?
I mean, it's pretty easily Kaido.
Yeah, right?
I mean, like, Cracker is cool. He's got like the little clones and stuff that he can make, but Kaido's just overwhelming power.
Mhm.
Cracker's he's not even a sweet general, is he? Or he lost his spot?
He should still be. I think he was when he lost. I don't know if he'd get dropped just for losing once.
I don't know. He got beat up a lot to still be a sweet general, but even at that, he's not really touching Kaido. Even when they jumped Kaido, he still pretty much won. Like, he killed Luffy for a second in Gear 5. So even if he puts Sea Stone cuffs on him, I don't see Cracker coming out on top, just to be honest.
Yo, Pete, this is the most disrespectful matchup I think in the entire tournament, and I haven't even seen the rest of it.
It really is. Like, it's nothing against
Somebody
Cracker,
gotta be 32, bro. Somebody had to be 32. What do y'all want from me, bro?
But it's just the nature of being last place, I guess. But I mean, it's pretty easily Kaido. That's why he's number 1.
All right. So y'all think I should have had an even stronger handicap to try to even this out? That's what y'all telling me.
Yeah.
I limited Kaido's entire Devil Fruit skill set, and it's still nowhere near enough.
Putting Cracker out of the competition anyway, so might as well get him out early.
That's facts.
You should have took off Kaido's limbs, like all 4.
All 4 limbs?
Yeah, Cracker would have a chance. He would.
Limbless Kaido probably still beat Cracker, bro.
Yeah, but he have a chance.
He can borrow breath and end him, bro. Does he need limbs? He can turn to a dragon. Or you're saying limbless and sea stone cuff?
Well, if he ain't got no limbs, where the sea stone cuffs at?
You can wrap it around his neck, I guess. I don't know. I don't know, man. Something you can do.
Oh shit! All right, so what kind of diff, man?
Oh, negative.
Negative.
Yeah.
All right.
You got no chance.
All right, Pete.
No chance.
All right, Pete. Thank you for your input. We're gonna bring somebody else in, and I think Seb, we should probably move to the next one because this is seeming.
I'm hanging around for Zoro's pick, so I'll be here.
All right. Thank you, Pete.
Zoro coming up. I think he's in this section of the bracket.
Let's get Aiden in here. Aiden, what's up, Brody? How are you?
Yo, what's up? I'm good.
Nice to hear from you, bro. What's your take on this little matchup that Sab created?
Oh, I think it's disrespectful entirely.
Thank
But I gotta
you.
say,
Thank
I gotta
you.
say, Kaido absolutely claps. Because you are tripping if you think Kaido is weaker than Luffy Tankman Gear 4.
But he still sea stone cuff though. Nothing. Don't even matter.
No, it don't matter. Because
all right.
maybe he doesn't one-shot Cracker, but I still think he two-shot, so...
Yo, how many shots? Just one or two? That's the question.
You're right. I'll go two. I'll give him a little bit of leeway, but...
Shout out the Cracker. It's definitely one.
Y'all smoking crack.
Yeah, no, it's totally one.
Y'all smoking crack.
He might not even have to swing, bro. He might conquer his hockey flex and just knock him out.
Kaido just
You think Kaido can knock Cracker out?
Kaido would flick him in the face, bro, and he'd die.
He'd blow that kiss at him, bro.
He'd disintegrate.
That's facts.
Straight up. All right, so negative, Aiden or not?
Negative.
Negative.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So this is landslides, Seb. There's no more of this. We're done.
Yeah.
This is we might have to rethink the series going forward if we got matchups like this. That's all I'm saying.
I feel like our next matchup is a good one.
Yo, is it? Because I'm not excited, bro.
Listen,
I'm not excited. You starting off very weak right now, bro.
Oh my god. The question is, do y'all want to go to 17 versus 16 or all the way down to 2 versus 31? That's the real question.
This is your series, man. You take the
Yeah, you choose.
Yeah, man. You choose. Why are you making us choose, man?
I'm going to 17.
Yo, your Conqueror's hockey not showing right now, bro. All right?
Why, man? I tried to give Cracker some love, bro. That's your boy, Larry.
Yo, he mad cool, but he ain't fighting Sea Stone Kaido, bro. All right, Aiden, thank you so much for giving your input, bro. It was very obvious, but I'm gonna bring you down, and we're just gonna move to this next one. So, yeah, let's do it. Thank you, Aiden.
All right.
Later, bro.
See you.
All right.
All right.
So, we got the next one, Seb. So, crap. Who's the next people fighting?
It is Law versus Marineford Sengoku. Current Law.
Law. All right. You gotta give me some time to create this, because this was very yeah. Hold on.
Larry ain't do his homework, y'all.
It's not I ain't do my homework.
Do his homework. You could probably get a picture of Law and Sengoku. They've talked together in the manga.
Nah, that's not good enough, bro.
What you mean?
That's not good enough.
What do you mean? What do you mean, bro? Damn, I wish the poll was working. I feel like this is perfect.
I don't even know why the poll's not working, to be honest.
YouTube was crashing yesterday, so.
Well, just start up the fight anyway, until I'm done making this. I'm doing it on like my phone.
So I was on and off about this one. In
Just
my
explain
mind, there's no additional stipulation. It's just Law versus Sengoku. Because it's not the top 5 seeds. So there's no extra parameters.
Hold on. Is it old Sengoku, like white hair Sengoku, or like Marineford?
Marineford Sengoku. The one that was on that scaffolding. Versus current Law, the one at Post-Wano Law. So it's not Marineford era Law, it's current Law versus Marineford Sengoku. Can Law beat the former Fleet Admiral? That's the question. I think it's interesting. I honestly don't know. I was leaning Law at one point, and then I remember that Sengoku's actually like a Conqueror's hockey user as well. So it's like, it's hard, man. It's hard. It's hard to say. He has a mythical Zoan fruit. Loki should be a god fruit. I don't know why it's not a god fruit if Nika is a god fruit, but whatever. But Loki has a god fruit too. He can do whatever he wants, literally.
Yeah.
He could literally play God with his fruit. So I don't know. Who you got, Larry?
We're gonna have to drag somebody in. I think you should drag somebody in until I'm done doing this.
All right. I think we had Javerse. Javerse, I swear, Javian, if you're not ready again, man. Better be ready, bro.
You're not gonna be ready, bro.
Javerse, what's up? I'm gonna give it a little delay because I know we're a little delayed. But what's up, Javerse? What's up, Jay?
All right, hold on. Let me turn down the stream real quick.
I bet. And yes, please, everyone, when we bring you into the live, please turn down the stream so we're not getting the echo. Appreciate that. But who you got, bro? I'm trying to remember who you had in the Discord.
Last time, initially, I had Law, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But by the time we got to like the Garp and Sengoku versus Kaido argument, I kind of flipped my stance a bit.
Okay.
So I got Sengoku for this fight.
You going Sengoku? Okay.
I got Sengoku.
All right. Why though?
This all just based. I don't think Law could beat an Admiral at this point. Just in a like straight up 1v1, no assistance. I don't think he got it. He doesn't have that dog in him, you know.
You playing the Law as a support character card? That's what you
I'm not saying he's a support character. I'm just saying, you know, this Sengoku.
And I feel that. My question is Sengoku dealing with what Big Mom was dealing with and handling it? You know what I mean?
Like, Big Mom had to deal with a whole extra person, though.
She did, but like Law was like crazy, bro.
Puncher
Willie is crazy. Like, even just in general, cutting stuff in half like that is kind of crazy. And Law showed out with some durability feats. Like, that was just not stamina and durability.
I won't deny that.
Does the Sengoku hit as hard as Big Mom? Big Mom was teeing off. And he was taking them shots. I don't know, man. I don't know. The thing about Law is he has so many one-hitter quitter moves, right? And it's like, Sengoku, we don't know enough about his durability and capabilities. Like, Big Mom had this, I can't even move her, right? I don't know if that's the case for Sengoku. We can assume it maybe, because he's a giant
Sengoku right
golden
now is speculation, right? So I'm a lowball him here, right? And say I think he was like around Rayleigh's level, like, you know, back in the day. I'll put him and Rayleigh even.
Okay.
So I don't know if Law could beat an old Rayleigh though.
That's cap.
And if he can't beat an old Rayleigh just based off what we've seen Rayleigh do, I don't think he'd be able to beat an old Sengoku.
Oh, the poll is working now. Sengoku's definitely winning the poll right now. So that's real. But I don't know, man. What you think, Larry? I'm really torn on this one. This was one of the more torn ones I've had. I couldn't decide.
Listen, I'm gonna be real as hell with y'all, bro. The disrespect has to stop. The disrespect has to. Sengoku during Marineford was soloing the Blackbeard pirates after Blackbeard got his second devil fruit. And then hold on, and then Garp joined the fight. But before Garp joined the fight, Sengoku was handling all of them. All right, the dude has Conqueror's Haki. 1 and 2. We don't know what the Buddha fruit can do. It could be on par with Nika, and we don't know that, right? But speculation. Let's look up some Buddha traits. I'm pretty sure the dude could do everything. So for us to say right now that Law with stamina issues, by the way, couldn't beat Big Mom by himself, is going to be able to beat Sengoku? Yeah, y'all tripping,
Sengoku though. He's old.
He's
old.
Yo, y'all tripping, bro.
You be down these old characters a bit too much though. Like, they're old, but it's not like they're useless now. You know, they still
Larry.
work.
Jay said he got Sengoku. 1. All right.
Yo, yeah, disrespectful. I don't even like the way y'all talking right now, bro. Y'all sound wild to even doubt.
Bot in the chat right now.
Yeah, we got bot, bro.
I just hit him with
Yo,
it.
nobody click on it unless you're like super horny, bro. Listen to me, yo.
With what attack he putting Law down, man? Big Mom was hitting him, man.
Yo, listen. So you think that
An attack, but you know, a few of them shockwaves, maybe
Can't
a
name
little.
them, bro. I'm just saying, I have attacks I can name that could end the fight between Law and Sengoku. He could swap his heart out at any moment. I ain't got no speed feats from Sengoku and Marineford. I ain't got no durability feats from Sengoku and Marineford. I got nothing. He whip out a Puncture Willie, what's up? He whip out, what was that other attack he had, man? I forget the Law's attacks names, but
Shock Willie.
even Shock Willie, even Gamma Knife. Gamma Knife would do work, man. Listen.
I just don't see it.
Sleeping. I mean, apparently the chat don't see it either because Law losing,
bro.
But I feel like Law could take it. Yo, new guard, man, new era. He said
maybe
that.
It's your glasses that's allowing you to see whatever you're seeing right now. But
listen,
Roger literally said, "Go get Garp or Sengoku," and you think that Sengoku was handling or competing with Roger with just shockwaves? Eat a dick, Sebastian.
It's very possible. It's very possible that Garp is that Roger and Sengoku have never actually fought each other. It's very possible that that's.
So you think that Roger was like, "Yo, just go get somebody that I've never fought, and I know he goes that hard."
Yo, he got that stamp, bro. He's the guy. He's the other Marine.
Sebastian made another bad.
The other one.
Sebastian made another bad poll, and he just trying to make it interesting.
You're trying to tell me that Law can't even mess with the old ass Sengoku
I'm not saying
that was putting hands on Luffy. Luffy ate this man's work, bro.
Let me clear
Luffy
this up.
got punched dead in his shit, and he ate that. Luffy pulled up on Sengoku and said, "Yo, I'm freeing Ace," and Ace was free. Y'all acting like Sengoku big bad. Blackbeard was like, "Yo, what's up? No problems, man. Y'all shockwave my whole team. We all good. Nobody took damage for real. Y'all acting like Sengoku was him.
Yo,
ain't that version of him, bro.
You need help, bro. Like
I'm just saying, bro.
You need assistance, bro. Like to just navigate through regular life. If you think that really Sengoku losing. Hold on, bro.
Yo, he could.
Hold on. Let Javerse say his piece.
Or something.
Yeah, let Javerse say whatever he has to say, and then we're gonna move to somebody else.
I'm gonna say it's a high diff fight.
High diff?
High diff. Not extreme, but just high.
And you got Sengoku.
No, I got Sengoku.
All right.
Okay.
All right, Verse. Thank you so much, man.
All right.
We're gonna bring in Ryunosuke. Hey, Ryunosuke, how's it going, bro?
Yo, what's up?
Yo,
I'm good. How about you?
I'm alright. Yo, bro, let me hear your thoughts on this, man. What you think about this?
You know, at the start, I was torn between Law and Sengoku. I didn't know which one was gonna win, but I think it might be Sengoku.
Okay.
I mean, with Law and his R room, his K room, his regular room, we don't know if he can use them all at once, and we can know he could like throw R room at Sengoku. He could make him take away his hearing or anything like that, teleport right behind him, and then just Gamma Knife him with K room. Like there are things he has combos he could work on him, but he's a Zoan. He's gonna have durability, and it's not gonna do much to him, in my eyes.
Yo,
and at some point he's gonna one tap him.
One tap? Oh my god, yo!
Hold on, you said what?
We don't know what the Buddha can do.
Nah, bro. Hold on.
I'm not saying a shockwave. He might have something in store that we don't know about.
Ryunosuke, run that back. You said
one tap might be a bit.
Law. I said Law. One tap.
Oh, you said Law's getting one tap.
That's still wild.
I didn't say Sengoku was gonna get one tap, bro. 100% no.
I was gonna ban you from YouTube and Discord, bro, for the rest of your life.
Y'all acting like Law can't actually one tap people. He has one hitter quitter techniques. If he gets Sengoku's heart,
he fought Doflamingo. He fought Doflamingo and lost an arm.
He had already fought several times that day, right? Wow, he fought an Admiral earlier in the day. Listen, I don't cape for Law. That's not my guy.
Well, you cape.
But y'all can't act like he can't put work in on Sengoku. Yo, if he takes his heart, what's Sengoku gonna do?
Yeah,
that is true. That is true. You act like that's not even a possibility. He has crazy techs. Yo, Sengoku could be susceptible. What was that giant slash he did on Virgil? If he don't act right, You know what I'm saying? And what Sengoku got? Shockwaves and Buddha statues. And
We don't know
nice
what else he
throws.
got though.
He's a conqueror. Listen, you can't even prove to me that he has conqueror's coding. But y'all trying to tell me he beating Law mid-diff.
I mean, if he doesn't have Conqueror's coding and he was on par with Garp, maybe not on par, but he was close to Garp, his fruit got something in store.
But he was close to Garp. Y'all talking past tense. I'm talking about Marineford Sengoku. He old, man. He old.
I mean, he old, but...
He old.
Did you have enough water today, bro? Because you sound dehydrated, bro. Yo, what is up with you, man? Why are you picking all these bad characters to make this shit interesting when you know it's not true, bro?
What y'all mean, bro?
I mean,
oh my god, I feel like it's a good fight.
I mean, look at it in the face value. I mean, at the start, I was torn, but once you look at it deeper, Sengoku slaps, bro.
Yo,
that's 2 votes for Sengoku. Well, 3 if you count Larry. So
yeah, yo, any last words you want to say to this nonsensical man, bro?
Nonsensical.
I mean,
good matchup.
I mean, this is a good idea. I really like this. You should do this more often. It's just we need better matchups. I'm not gonna lie.
They coming.
But it's all love, Sub. It's all love.
They coming. They coming, bro.
All right. I'm gonna stay for other talks if you guys want to bring me back in.
Yeah,
that's all I gotta say.
I'm gonna cycle through everybody.
All right, that's cool. That's cool.
All right, thank you, Rio.
You're welcome.
All right. You work for someone was in here. I've been watching who's been coming in, so I'm gonna keep going through. So, you work for someone. What's up, man? Are you here? Oh, he might not be here. Oh, he pushed himself down. All right, then we'll go in there, Taku.
He went unmute just now. I'd say bring him back.
No, he didn't go.
Or unless maybe he can't.
Taku.
Yo.
Yo, what's
Taku,
up, man?
what's
How
up,
are
man?
you? Yo, talk to me, bro. Talk to me.
Yo, Seb is crazy if he thinks that Law is beating Sengoku.
Oh my god, yo. Y'all terrible. Y'all terrible.
Listen,
Give Law his respect, yo. Damn.
No, dude, trust me, I am a Law stan. Like, I literally cosplayed this dude when I went to Katsucon. I love Law. He ain't doing what you think he's doing. Like,
Sengoku, not Prime. Marineford Sengoku, who had basically no impact on anything that happened in the war whatsoever.
I 100% agree. But you're telling me that this dude who had to play second fiddle to useless kid against fucking Big Mom, like, you're telling me that like he couldn't even take her if he was able to take Big Mom and do the things that you think that he was doing, like I think that he could take Sengoku if he was doing it solo. But dude, I mean, kid, whether you want to admit it or not, like his railgun did a lot to Big Mom. Like she literally had to sacrifice her life just to bring herself back to a fighting capability. And the only reason that she wasn't able to bounce back was Law using silence on her while Kid kind of finished the rest. Like the problem is they both had to do so much work while like suffering from using their awakening and losing all that stamina.
Okay. But here's the thing, Taku. Big Mom would beat the shit out of Sengoku from Marineford. So what's the problem? Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah,
I see
Big Mom
Sengoku jump Shiki, bro. You get what I'm saying?
Look what Big Mom had to deal with on... Big Mom had to deal with all 5 of, like, with Kaido on the rooftop before she even got there. Then she had to take a part of her soul and make another homie. Then she had to use it to recover again. Like, she was going through the ringer too. Like, everybody was kind of, you know, not at 100% in that fight. Because otherwise, I think the fight would have went differently. But I don't think that Law is holding it out. And that sucks because I think that his techniques are, like, some of the coolest shit we've seen in One Piece. But I just don't think that he's pulling out a dub against Sengoku.
I just want to let it be known that Gear 2 Luffy was able to finesse Sengoku. And Law can just take somebody's heart in a split second. But whatever. Law can't win, apparently. Somehow. somehow Law winning is not feasible. Gear 2 Luffy, pre-skip, pulled up on that man and said, yo, Ace, I got keys for you. Whatever. And then he tanked his attack. And then Sengoku swung on him and he tanked it. But Law can't do nothing to... Come on! Y'all gassing him, bro. He was not nowhere near prime anymore. But whatever. If that's what y'all believe.
Mm-hmm.
I really think that Law does have a lot of good abilities, but if it's 1v1 and Sengoku has nothing else to worry about outside of just Law, he's using Future Sight, and he is definitely not getting hit by that. If Akainu has Future Sight, there's no way that
You're allowing this, Larry?
Admiral doesn't.
You're just allowing this? Sengoku got Future Sight now. He got abilities that he don't got.
I stopped listening to Taku when he said that Kid's railgun did something. I stopped listening.
So
I stopped listening. I
you
tuned
be ignoring
out.
the right facts.
I tuned out immediately, bro.
Oh my god.
Listen, I think Kid is kind of trash myself. I think that he's not good, but I can't deny the fact that his railgun, even though he had to shoot 2 shots instead of what would have probably been 1, it still did something. It did enough that it was able to hurt Big Mom.
I'm gonna just ask you a simple question, Taku. Can Law take Sengoku's heart? Can he do it? Is it possible?
It's definitely possible, and if he does that, it might be a win for him.
That would be the end of the fight. This is what I mean. Law has one hitter. If you land it, the fight's over type techniques. He has a few of them.
So why he ain't do it to Big Mom? Why he ain't do it to Big Mom?
Big Mom on a different level. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Marineford Sengoku can't bang with Big Mom.
You're saying Marineford Sengoku cannot bang with Big Mom?
Yo, if Marineford Sengoku pulled up on Big Mom, she's smoking that man. What? How is that crazy take?
The thing I want you to think about, though, we really don't know that much about Law's ability, and we know that he can't use like his shambles technique on anybody who has a better will than him. So if he's not able to do that, we don't know that he can actually take Sengoku's heart, especially if Sengoku has Conquerors.
He does have Conquerors heart. I will give him that.
Exactly. So we don't know that he can take it. I mean, who do he take the hearts of? Smoker? Like, dude's not like on any sort of level. So like, it would stand to reason that Law was able to take his heart like nothing. But Sengoku is such a different story. Like, especially if he's a conqueror.
Yo, it's so disrespectful, bro. Like, why don't you respect Sengoku,
Shinjao was
bro?
a conqueror, bro. Like, being a conqueror doesn't just mean you that guy.
Yo, but Sengoku's stronger than Shinjao.
I know he is. I'm saying the drop off between...
Like,
Sengoku
don't even
Sengoku.
He don't even have white hair.
He had white hair after a year. Not like he went. All right, I'm gonna put the paper down, and now he got white hair.
Yo, but but we can really just consider him that he's still in his prime.
No, we can't.
Oh my god.
No, we cannot, bro. His prime.
All right, bro.
His prime was 20 years ago. It might have been even earlier than that. That's crazy. Whatever. Yeah, yo, y'all got it. The chat has spoken. They voted Sengoku. Yeah, everybody who's come into the Discord to speak has chosen Sengoku. It is what it is. I can disagree with it, but it is what it is.
I appreciate how hard you go against everybody else, though, Seb. I appreciate it.
Yo, listen, bro.
Y'all wildin'.
These are these are bad takes, and I don't see no hashtags for bad takes when it comes to Sebastian. And clearly, that's bias, bro. All right,
yo, that bad take was Carrot. He already knows.
Listen, I still got hope. I should have put Carrot on here.
You would have been underwater from the last chapter. Like, nobody grabbed that barrel. Like, nobody would have grabbed her.
They showed Karibo, and he had bruises on his face or whatever. So, right, I don't know, man.
Listen, bro.
I don't know.
Yo, Taku, thank you so much. We're going to start this next one up, bro. And I'll bring you back in if you stay in.
Yep, I'll be here.
All right, bro.
All right.
Thank you. Yo,
Larry, did you create the
which one?
The next one?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. You ready for it?
Yeah, let me move Law over. I mean, Sengoku over. My fault.
Yeah, good job correcting yourself, bro.
Some haters. I should do the score, right? It was what 4-1. Whatever.
I mean, the score don't even matter. All right, Sabo versus Yamato, right?
Yes. There is no handicap or anything. It's just Flame Emperor Sabo versus Ice Oni Princess Yamato.
All right.
Right?
Let me make the poll really quick. And I just made it. And then let's get Firearm in here. Firearm, I'm gonna bring you in, bro. Firearm, how's it going, man? Is he here? Firearm?
Good, you guys.
Hey, what's up, bro?
Good, good. How are you?
I'm alright, man. I'm happy to speak with you. Yo, who you got, man? Sabo or Yamato, and why?
Facts. What's the diff?
I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know too much about Sabo. Everything about him is escaping me right now. But I'm gonna go with Yamato.
Yamato?
Respect that.
Yeah. Just because of what I've seen from Yamato, especially at the rooftop against Kaido, she was able to actually damage him, and that's not something that we've seen from almost anyone else in the show that they can do.
Yeah.
That's real.
Do you think side boob has like any effect on the fight at all?
I don't think that's gonna do much here.
Listen, Sabo was a fully grown man with desires and needs. All right.
He might be blonde, but that's in Sanji.
All right. So
I'm not saying it wins him the fight.
So what type of diff are we talking that Yamato wins?
I would say Yamato is definitely going to beat him with high diff. It's not going to be an easy fight, especially Sabo, someone that has been trained by Kuma and is the right hand of Dragon, so he's definitely gotten some tips from him.
Okay. All right.
He can definitely stand his own against someone, but Yamato is just too strong for him.
Okay. All right. All right.
I have some pushback on that. I mean,
pushback.
I personally am leaning Yamato because she has technically shown more. She's an advanced Conqueror's Haki user. She's a mythical Zoan who hard counters what Sabo's ability is with her ice abilities. Like you pointed out, she was chipping up Kaido a little bit, making him bleed. You got to add context to that. I personally don't believe Kaido was going all out versus his daughter. I mean, I think anyone would agree with that.
No.
He was holding back a little.
No.
All out, Larry. He clearly wasn't going all out. Whatever. And Sabo was out here fighting admirals and not getting folded. So he fought Fujitora to a relative stalemate. And he fought Fujitora and Green Bull apparently at the Reverie. And to some people he won because he's out and doing his own thing. And then we got.
Can you stop?
And then we got.
Can you stop lying?
What do you mean?
Yo, why you always caping for? Yo, stop, bro. I'm gonna be real with you, man. Yo,
Yamato, bro.
Yo, Sabo.
I'm just saying.
Hold on.
Saying.
Sabo did not just go toe to toe with Fujitora. Fujitora was unscathed. Sabo was somewhat scathed. All right, that's one.
He was getting used to his new ability.
Hold on. You got your turn to talk and be disrespectful.
You cut me off.
Yo,
how I got my, you cut me off?
You don't get no more to say, bro.
You cut me off in the middle of my speech.
And two, hold on. And two,
God.
Yamato burst Green Bull and put him on his face in the ground. I ain't never seen Sabo do something like that to Fuji.
Oh my God, that was one exchange.
Yo, name one exchange that Sabo did. Name one exchange that Sabo did something like that.
Bro.
Disrespectful, bro.
Man.
Disrespectful, bro.
Listen,
I need to take you out and put somebody else in, man.
Yo, Par asking to jump in after Firearm, but either way, yeah, Sabo narratively should be stronger than her, based off of this whole Flame Emperor brother situation going on right now.
Yeah.
But
Sure.
Based off feats,
Yeah.
I'd probably lean Yamato. I don't know.
Listen, one thing I do want to say is the first thing you said about Kaido not going all out against Yamato, I'm not going to say he was, but one thing I heard specifically from you guys a lot in the podcast was that Kaido was more of like going serious against her. He wasn't really like stopping his punches. He wasn't
pulling punches.
Exactly. He was using his future sight. He was using his Conqueror's coding. He was being a lot more serious with her than he was with Luffy until he became Gear 5.
Speak them facts.
Was he though?
Some people don't understand that.
Was he
bro.
though? Because hold on, the apex of Kaido's abilities come when he's drinking, and he wasn't drinking when Yamato pulled.
That
up.
is not true. That is not true either, bro.
What do you mean? Future Sight didn't come out until he started drinking. The enraged one. My God, before he started drinking, him and Luffy were fighting evenly. When he started drinking, he started packing Luffy up, and he was Gear 4th Luffy then. Started packing him up, forcing him out of Bound Man into Snake Man, all types of stuff. He was packing him up, bro. What you mean?
All right, so
he was not going that hard on Yamato.
Okay,
he was actively telling her, lecturing her.
So
a little spanking.
Your interpretation of things, as usual, always lack. Why did Kaido decide to get serious when he was drinking? Because he's an emotional character. That's the part about Kaido that makes him who he is. He's emotional. The reason why he drinks is because he's emotional. So what happens when you get drunk? You get emotional. You tap into your true desires. Usually Kaido is not tapping into his emotions when he's fighting. But when he noticed that his daughter, who he considers a son, wasn't sticking up for him or didn't want to join him or become him or do the things that he wanted her to do, he got emotional and started to take her seriously. The same way when G5 Luffy, he started to come out and start doing future sight and started getting to these levels that he needed to be serious. He started to feel what? Proud of the moment, proud that he needed to he finally had a fight on his hands. So he took it seriously. Another emotion he had to portray. So for you to just be like, yo, he wasn't going hard against his daughter because he wasn't drinking, you're just incorrect, bro.
I mean, it's not a hill I'm willing to die on.
All right, bro. Yo, Firearm, bro. Let him live, bro. Firearm, what you got? Medium diff, high diff, extreme diff again? I think you said high, right?
Yeah, I would definitely go with high.
All right. Thank you, bro. Thank you for coming in here and proving some sense to this nonsense man.
No problem. I'm not gonna lie. I thought I was gonna put sense into Larry since he's typically the one with weird takes, but today it was Seb, unfortunately.
We didn't need that disrespect. You could have just left and said some nice things. But thank you.
Larry.
All right. Thank you, Firearm.
All right, see you, boys.
See you. All right, I'm gonna bring in General 30, and then we'll bring in Par after. Okay. All right. General 30, what's up, bro? How are you? Hopefully he's still here. He was waiting a little bit. Is he still waiting?
What's up, man?
Yo, 30.
We lost G3,
we lost him. All right, Par.
He's back.
Wait, is he back?
He went unmute for a split second.
Hold on, Par. Give me 1 second. I gotta get 30 in here, and I'll bring you back in.
Okay.
All right. 30.
Am I working now?
Yeah, it's working now,
30.
bro.
Oh, what's up?
How are you, man? Oh, I need
30. You gotta mute your the stream.
Mute the stream.
Yeah, mute the stream. The one you're listening to. Yeah. So we can hear you. All right. Yeah. Yo, 30. What you think about this, man? Is it high diff? You know, who's winning?
I got Sabo.
Why you got Sabo, bro? Wait, what'd you say?
Mid.
Sabo.
Mid diff?
Sabo mid diff? Damn.
Yo, 30.
Bro, portrayal.
Yo, 30, bro.
Portrayal.
Bro, you can't. Nah, bro. Nah, there's no respect being had at all. Yo, what's going on with you, bro? Did you have a hard day today? Talk to me, bro.
Bro, it's that portrayal, man.
Oh my God, bro.
Even if Sabo didn't go 1v2 against the Admirals, They portraying it as that.
Yo, but he went to 2 admirals and fought with like how many top tier commanders in his crew?
Not only that, in Dressrosa, you see him going head to head with Fuji, but they're both holding back. You know what I mean?
Talk your shit, 30.
I don't, bro.
Talk your shit.
Nah,
I'm saying
bro.
they're portraying him like they're kind of even.
Listen, he Luffy big bro. That's the big bro.
Oh,
You feel
and the revolutionaries are their own organization. They're not pirates. They're not marines, so we can't treat him as a pirate crew and say he's a right hand like
Facts.
Zoro or any of them.
He getting more clout than Dragon right now.
Exactly.
They call him Emperor Sabo, Big Sabo.
You heard that?
All right.
That's what they call him.
So y'all telling me that Dragon weaker than Sabo?
No, but that's
what we talking about, bro? What are we talking about? Because y'all just saying a whole bunch of nothing.
No, we saying, okay, look. Marines got admirals. They got fleet admiral and their admirals. Pirates got Yonko, Pirate King and then Yonkos. Revolutionaries got the right hand.
Oh my god. So you still sticking with
Revolutionaries
mid
are not a
div?
pirate crew.
So you saying mid div?
Mid to high. I'm gonna say that.
Mid to high.
Yo.
I'm gonna keep it mid div, to be honest with you.
All right. So you just what about the fact that she has advanced conqueror's coding and a mythical Zoan that hard counters his abilities?
Soon that won't even matter that much.
Soon? What you mean soon?
In the final arc, man. In the final arc, that shit won't even matter that much. I don't think it will, at least.
Larry, you can't just leave, bro.
Cause you seen Luffy had that, right? You see how hard he had to fight against Kaido, even with Gear 5.
all of that. Yeah, all
even
of that.
with Gear 5.
Smoked.
Exactly.
Smoked.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying advanced conqueror is not the end
I'll say this. Like I said before, narratively, Sabo should be the guy. He should be the one who goes on. But based on what you see from them, Yamato's out here, bro.
That's not what we see, exactly.
But not based off feats, Yamato out here. So it really, you gotta weigh the two. I know you said portrayal, I don't know where Larry went because his bathroom the other way.
He just disconnected his headphones. He's listening on the side.
Bro, I just had to go outside and just get some air, bro. Yeah, I gotta give me a fucking aneurysm, bro.
Who do you got, Larry?
Larry going Yamato, I assume.
Yo, you gotta go Yamato. Like
why?
What do you mean why? Like if Yamato shows up, like I'm in full belief that she could take an admiral on and like bang out to the point where like it's like they have to win in some type of like intelligent way. Like they have to outmaneuver her somehow. Because when you're versing hybrid Kaido and he's taking you seriously and you're both using advanced conqueror's coding and hitting each other and she's surviving it, bro, she used regular armament that wasn't even shaded black and put Green Bull on his face. And then he even complimented her by saying, yo, she has good hockey. Like, if we talking portrayal, right? Hold on. If we talking portrayal, right? The reason why she's not leaving with the Straw Hats is because they need somebody to stay on Wano that can defend Wano and say, yo, if there's ever an admiral that needs to show up, they need to recognize that I'm here and I'm the deterrent to all of that stuff. Where is Sabo?
I was thinking about that last time in the chat too, but I forgot about
like what
that.
we talking about, bro? Like she's of that stature. Like we're still comparing her to Zoro. And where we got Zoro? Is Zoro being Sabo? That's another conversation. But what I will say is
ran to do Sabo dirty, low-key.
Yo, but what I'm saying is everything about Yamato screams that she's a mini Kaido. To the T. She might not have his endurance or the ability to tank attacks, but she has everything else because we still had to consider, is Luffy stronger than Yamato at a certain point until he hit Gear 5 and then had a Voice of All Things power up and then had to change the game literally by changing physics. Like he had to change matter itself. And we saying that Yamato losing to Sabo. Yo, y'all smoking. Yo,
Hold on.
I mean, I didn't think that Luffy was losing to Yamato.
Yo, y'all bugging,
Gear
bro.
Fifth,
Yeah, exactly. Once we see the
I
cloud
didn't feel
split,
that.
we wasn't thinking that no more.
I wasn't thinking that.
Anyway.
But
yo,
the
General.
cloud split for Luffy, bro.
So last
remember
words,
that.
General. Last words, man.
Still, I'm Sabo mid.
Sabo mid.
He went back to
He went back to mid.
I can't say mid to high though, bro. You gotta be decisive at least, you know.
All right, yo, General. Thank you so much, bro. I'm gonna bring you back in if you stay in. All right.
Yeah.
And Larry,
all right, bro.
That attack that Yamato did was Conqueror's coded, bro. It was leaking Black Lightning.
Whatever, bro.
Yo,
Par, what's up, man?
Big Par in the building.
I didn't even want to. I mean, I didn't think I would be contributing to this, but I'm just gonna say really quickly, it's Yamato. But
Par's
beyond
a smart
that,
man. This is one of the times I give Par his rare W.
But what I wanted to come on and say is there's only 29 likes, and we need to get that up there, guys. Like I'm so glad that I saw this before I ended my stream, because it was like a last second thing. I was like, oh, transfer it over. And this is like so awesome that you guys are doing this with your community, and like you're bringing everyone in the conversation. So I just wanted to show some love to that, because that's just like the passion too. It's just this is peak. So make sure you guys like the stream, throw W's, and if you're not in the Discord to join the conversation, I don't know what you're doing. So like, this is just awesome, right? Like, we don't get enough time for call-ins anyways. They have to go to like a 3-hour, 4-hour schedule, and this is the solution, right? More community events like this. So that's all I really wanted to pop in and say, and enjoy the rest of the stream. And more people need to get in here. I'm not going to contribute because you should be. So
are you gonna stay, Par, for the rest of it or no?
Yeah, I'll be watching, but I won't like. I want somebody else to contribute to the conversation.
Oh, because I was gonna say I'll leave you in here and then we'll just keep putting people in.
Oh yeah, we could do that. Yeah, I'm down.
All right.
Par, you have to stick around for a specific second round matchup that's coming.
Okay, all right.
That you had on your Twitter.
Yeah.
We will get to the bottom of that.
So hold on.
Yeah.
So, Par, you said who's winning and what type of diff?
I say Yamato and I say high diff. I say high diff. It's Yamato. It's hard, but it's Yamato. I mean, yeah, mini Kaido, bro. Like, I don't. Even if you go on and say it's a title, he is Emperor, and I agree, he is near there, but Luffy got the title too early, right? He also got the title, and it's not like that reflected directly towards his power. It reflected more on potential. And I think like in this same scenario, Sabo has the potential to have the influence that of a Yonko. And like in that regard, Yamato is like, isn't Yamato the only living Yonko child? Oh no, Katakuri. But Yamato is different. Yamato, Mythical Zone, Mini Kaido. And it's like, I don't know. I don't see Sabo right now, and my mind will only be changed if we get the context of the Reverie. If we see Sabo actually boxing out the Admirals, bro, then maybe, but not until then. Not until then. Until it's high diff, Yamato wins.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So I think we got through most people with this one. So we see the poll. It's 58% Sabo and then 42% Yamato. I guess we couldn't change your minds. I guess, you guys just believe hype more than evidence. So
how many people came in here and said Sabo into the Discord
I think we
chat
did
that we had?
I think we did like 4 people, but you want to do one more to see if it changes?
Nah, I think
Nick
we have enough votes.
Nick Quavo just came through, so.
Oh. I mean, the thing is, we have a definitive answer right now, technically.
All right, so we'll do.
I feel like if we.
So we'll do the next one. We'll do the next one.
All right, so Yamato. So wait, so then who's going forward?
Well, Yamato.
More people in the Discord voted for Yamato, but people on the YouTube voted for Sabo.
Yeah, but we have 54 votes. That should outweigh anything in Discord. Just go Sabo.
All right.
Yeah.
Sorry, Par.
What do you mean sorry, Par? Sorry, me. in my intelligence because it's clearly being disrespected.
I'll be popping in and out to contribute, but I don't know what you guys are thinking. I think for one, not for once, but Larry was spitting earlier. You know?
Agree with Yamato. I low-key want to. Should we change it? I feel like we should change it.
No, bro. People decided, bro. Let them live what they. Yo, you made your bed. Lay in it, bro. Lay in the stupidity, bro.
Yeah, we could probably skip past this one.
The Luffy versus Kaido. Is there any stipulations on Luffy?
Nah, Luffy's not in the top 5, so there wasn't. Unless y'all want to create some right now to try to make it even.
I mean, you were supposed to do this.
The top 5 did that, bro. I'm sorry. The ranking is what it is. Yo. Luffy's just going to the next round, bro. I'm sorry. Now, there is a stipulation.
I gotta make this
for Blackbeard
now. I don't even have it
There
ready.
is a stipulation for Blackbeard versus Sanji. All right. The stipulation is Sanji gets to use his raid suit as well as his enhanced abilities. So, could raid suit Sanji Post-Wano defeat Blackbeard?
Hold on. Let me create this real quick. Can you make
he's kind of.
Can you make the chat? Can you make the poll?
The poll? I got you.
Yeah.
All right.
And then it's
you said raid suit Sanji versus Blackbeard.
Blackbeard.
Wait, on. Just really quick for the chat. Is raid suit Sanji greater than current Sanji? I thought the point was like he absorbed the raid suit.
In this battle, he's absorbing it, so it's like enhanced.
So
plus whatever the raid suit gave him.
Plus raid suit?
Plus raid suit enhancements, yes.
Okay, so it's like double. Okay. And
it's
then, yo, Sanji doesn't have a double fruit. He doesn't have a double fruit.
Yo, listen, he's actually a bad matchup for Blackbeard. Like, he's fast as shit. He can turn invisible. The dude has shown like almost no observation hockey.
Yeah.
He takes double damage. I don't know. I still got Blackbeard. Them Quakes is gonna do something. He can, and that's the other thing. His exoskeleton can like let him regen. I don't know, man. I'm probably still going Blackbeard just because that's my guy. But Sanji's my favorite character. So
I popped in because Larry has some stuff to do, but this one's a hard one. I don't even know if I want to contribute to this one. This one's difficult.
What's your take, bro?
Hold on. Let me make sure. Okay, I did tweet. I have tweeted this out. Okay. Considering he no-diffed Boa, from our understanding, there was no context given, but it was no diff from the panels. The anime could flesh it out, but it's no diff right now. Considering he did that to Boa, and Boa is a physical combatant. And you hold Stampede as a little bit more canon, right? Like you want to bring Bullet into the mix, and we all saw what Boa did in that movie. She's nuts. She's crazy. So I'll give it a Blackbeard then. I'll give it a Blackbeard.
The answer is Blackbeard.
Yeah,
Sanji can't be the Yako just because he put a raid suit on. That's the real answer. Okay, I love the guy. You wildin' part. I love that you thought about it though.
Yeah, I feel the thing is I can't see Blackbeard dodging anything. That Boa fight is so weird to me. Like, how is he moving? You know what I mean? Like,
I'm gonna be real. I don't think he fought. Although she was bleeding, right? So he had to afford her at least a little bit.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. No one else
she
there
took
can
some
make
sort of damage. Right. So
all right.
I mean,
I'm gonna bring somebody else in here because y'all just saying a bunch of nonsense.
Okay.
We don't said Blackbeard. Yo, it'd be like it's nonsense, but we've been saying the correct answer.
Yo, Nick, what's up, bro? Nick.
Yo.
Quavo.
What's up, brother?
Here.
Oh, I got it. How's my mic? Because I'm driving right now.
It sounds good. You're good.
You're good. Don't crash, bro.
Oh, y'all brought me in for this one?
Yeah. It's Blackbeard versus Raid Suit Sanji plus his power-ups.
I mean, I'm obviously giving it to Blackbeard, but he's a devil fruit merchant. Like, he relies too heavily on them. I don't know how his observation is. And Sanji's quick. You know that. I don't know.
Super fast.
I think it'll be low diff, but I think Sanji could do something. Like Blackbeard takes it like a joke, for a couple seconds, and he's like, "Hold up, I actually got to try," but then just like obliterates. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like once Blackbeard gets serious, it's over.
Like
but he'll get hit them first like 2 seconds. He's gonna get cracked.
Yeah, exactly. Because he's quick.
That's gonna hurt.
He's gonna be like,
Luffy
really sent number 4 at me, and he's gonna take it like a joke.
He said number 4. Holy.
Nah, I just mean that like canonically, I don't believe it.
Hey, man, that's how Blackbeard would view it.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
He
don't know anything. He don't know what happened to Wano.
He be underestimating people. Sanji gonna disappear. He can be like, "Yo, where the blonde dude go?" And then he gonna get kicked in the face real hard.
He's not even gonna
be
see
like,
Sanji.
"Oh shit!" So I'm saying
he's not gonna see him until he starts trying.
Then he gonna go full defense mode. You know, quakes and darkness, and then Sanji's probably getting yoked up, and then he teeing off. But he can regen though. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know, man. It's Blackbeard.
It's one of those matchups that like you just gotta go.
You gotta give it off just GP, bro. You can't be out here.
All signs point.
Blackbeard wins extreme diff.
Extreme
diff.
Yo, Larry, wildin' for that one.
Sanji got no devil fruit to nullify. He's faster than most people we've seen in the show, and hits his raid suit plus the power-ups. So if he's going to have a power-up on top of his power-ups, then I'm going to assume that the dude is not... So Blackbeard gets blitzed all the time. We're talking about a character that even Oven couldn't see and got hit by. Now we know that Sanji has weight behind his kicks, and he has this whole other flame that acts like Rio to a certain degree. I believe that Blackbeard can't nullify that type of damage. And if he can, then the Yami Yami is just OP as hell. So you're not going to sit here and tell me that Blackbeard is not going to get kicked in his chest and is just going to nullify or not feel it.
He going to take it, though. Blackbeard a tank.
Yo, he might not be able to even react.
I know it's 2 years ago, but Luffy put the beast on him and impelled down. And he's definitely not as fast as Sanji is right now.
Bro, everybody put the beats on Blackbeard before he ended up attacking back. We're talking about a person that can now regenerate and also put flames into your bones.
And disappear from your eyesight.
Larry, Blackbeard already clipped Marco, bro. Chill out. He not beating Straw Hat Marco. I mean, you're not losing to Straw Hat Marco, bro.
Sanji's stronger than Marco, though.
Why are we talking about Marco for? One, the dude just doesn't exist
Yo,
in any
it's
form
a
of
like
anything.
matchup. It's a like matchup. He can fly, he kicks, he regenerates. They're blonde. They're similar.
And they don't have, one has a devil fruit, the other one doesn't. The other one can actually do damage. The
and
other
regen
one
without
can't.
one.
Marco sucks. Of course he was going to lose. Of course.
Listen, Blackbeard has too much at his disposal.
Marco don't even want to be a pirate, bro.
He can probably his darkness could eat up the flame, Loki. Like,
what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
If he uses the darkness fruit on Sanji's flames, the flames going out.
No, because
whether they're devil fruits or not, they're going out.
No, because Sanji's going to obviously use Haki in order to try to get through that darkness.
And Sanji's Haki's stronger than Blackbeard's now, based off what?
It could be his devil fruit Haki is stronger than.
Come on, man.
We don't even know what type of Haki Blackbeard got.
Blackbeard so much.
He just started using. Hold on.
You realize that?
Hold on.
You hate Blackbeard so much.
Blackbeard just started using armament in the manga, and we never knew that he could use armament. We knew that he could use basic, but now he probably has level 2. Sanji could compete with that, bro.
Oh my god, bro.
Sanji could fly. The darkness shit not gonna matter, bro.
He can suck Sanji towards him.
No, he can't. No, he can't.
Yes, he can.
Devil fruits only do that. If you have a devil fruit,
he can
you get sucked in.
Anything. He can suck in it. He sucked in houses and buildings and stuff.
No,
he can suck in anything.
Okay,
bro.
so when did he do that? When did he suck in houses and stuff?
When he fought Ace. When he does the what's the name of that attack, bro?
Yeah, it's
like
black hole
or whatever.
It's black hole.
Yeah, he can suck in people.
Okay,
he can suck in.
Okay,
materials.
so where did he do the black hole?
To the ground.
Okay, so who's on the ground?
Oh my god! So you're trying to tell me because Sanji's flying, he's impervious to this now?
Would
By
he
the
not
time
be?
Blackbeard can get that attack out, Sanji's already kicked him in the mouth twice.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, yo. Y'all wildin', yo. I
mean,
love Sanji.
I
He's
gotta
not beating a Yonko because he put a suit on. Like, y'all realize that, right? That's what y'all trying to tell me.
It's
Not
a
you, Nick.
It's a suit
That's
on
what
plus.
you trying to tell me, Larry.
It's a suit plus the powers he already has. So he's amplified more than he is right now. And if that's so, everybody comparing him to Zoro as we speak. And he don't even got the suit.
He's comparable to Zoro. He's comparable to Zoro. These dudes are lesser than Yonko level people.
Oh, he lesser than
You
Buggy?
don't think Blackbeard's
lesser than Buggy?
actually... Oh my god.
Oh, so what are we talking about? Stop mentioning the Yonko title, dog.
Excluding Buggy.
Oh my
god. You're trying to say Blackbeard isn't worthy of his title, and he is. That's your problem. He's actually worthy of the title.
The only reason he has the title is because he gained a devil fruit that if he decided to just punch the air and just completely destroy an island, he's capable of it. Does that mean he's strong in a one-on-one? No, it just means that he could create destruction on a level that other people can't. Two, he beat Marco's
It does mean strong in a one-on-one.
He beat Marco's bum ass, which earned him the title. Other than that,
Sanji's power-ups have basically made him Marco. And you're trying to tell me he can push Blackbeard. No, what are you talking about?
Listen, Marco would get his ass whooped by Sanji with the raid suit plus his power-ups. But go, Nick. Nick, tell me who you got, bro.
I gotta go Blackbeard just because.
Thank you.
Just because, you know. Like, I forget the word, but narrative, that's the word. Like, narratively speaking, there's no shot Sanji could beat him, but looking off pure feats and like actual abilities, I think Sanji could keep up with him. That's what I gotta say.
Blackbeard beats him mid-diff. And mid is pushing it to me, low-key. Because, he could throw a Quake combo at Sanji and chip his shit, bro.
Cool, bro.
Like, you get what I'm saying?
Cool,
bro. He can suck Sanji into the dark hole, and then Sanji just down there, and now what?
Yeah, you're right. Because Sanji would just get sucked in. Because he's not faster than that ability. You're right, bro. All right. Yo, Nick, thank you, bro.
There's people asking to jump in.
Nick, thank you so much, Brody. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
You know, as always,
nice
man.
Talking.
Yeah, if you stay in, I'm definitely gonna bring you back in.
I'll keep watching.
All right, no problem, bro. Thank you. All right, let's get Trenton in here because he's new, and he hasn't been able to take the floor yet. So, Trenton, if you're ready, it's your time to shine, bro. Who you got? Trenton. Oh, Trenton's not in.
Trenton, you...
Oh, there you go.
Did I get pulled in?
Yeah, I pulled you in, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up, guys?
Hey, what's up, man? Nice to hear from you.
Yeah, for sure. I love power scaling, but it gets pretty toxic at times.
Nah, we not toxic. We just we treat each other with respect.
I got that. Okay.
Toxic.
So are we doing the same one still?
Oh, we're doing Blackbeard versus Sanji. With the,
Yeah,
the raid power suit and power-ups.
Yeah, I got Blackbeard mid-diff. Obviously I think Sanji's a bad matchup on him just because he's fast and he doesn't have a devil fruit, but I mean, it's a Yonko. I mean, do we think Sanji's that much stronger than Ace was pre-time skip?
Yes,
yeah.
I do.
Yes.
That much stronger?
I think he's significantly stronger than Ace was pre-time.
Okay, well, Blackbeard no Gura was, he beat Ace pretty, I don't know, handily, but he beat him. So now he's way stronger than that. Do we think Sanji's way stronger than Ace?
I'd say if they fought, Sanji would probably win mid-diff.
I agree.
Right, like I don't know what Ace is out here doing. Am I muted? Or am I just not? Okay. They said I was muted in the chat. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what Ace would really be able to do to Sanji, especially this Sanji, seeing how he has a raid suit that's fire resistant. He doesn't have any major hockey showing. Sanji's able to toss people off islands. I don't know what Ace would do. I guess he could have a Conqueror's coding bloom in the fight, but we're not scaling potential power-ups mid-fight in this. So
that's fair. But other than Larry, I don't think anyone actually thinks Sanji's got this one, right? Like
Larry didn't even say he got it. He said extreme diff. I was attacking that.
I
was attacking that.
Yeah,
it's not extreme diff.
Go for it.
No, go, Trent.
I just feel like extreme diff means it could go like either way. Like it's gonna come down to like, you know, in match, maybe like matchups or like something gets lucky here or there. But like, I just don't see any way that Sanji's bringing down Blackbeard. Like he's a tank. Sanji's kicks can do a lot, but Blackbeard can take a lot.
Exactly. Like he's not doing enough. Like Blackbeard out here taking quakes to the face.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Whitebeard had this boy hemmed up and quaked his face. And
that was pre-time skip too.
Yeah,
like,
and then he
2 years in the new world being an emperor.
And then he begged for his life.
Okay, well he's a coward.
Are we just gonna ignore that? Are we just gonna ignore that he begged for his life right after that?
And then proceeded to fight mad people after that. Like,
what about Magellan when he was talking all that shit to Magellan, and then he got one-shotted, and then him and his whole crew were gonna die? Did we forget about that too?
Yeah, but Sanji gets one shot by Magellan too.
Do we know that he can regenerate?
He don't regenerate poison. He's not raging.
I don't know what it would allow him to do. Honestly,
yo, real talk. If Sanji wanted to, Sanji can move so fast, grab the back of Blackbeard's collar, and just throw him into the ocean.
He gonna use his hands?
Yeah, he would grab him and throw him into the ocean. What stops Sanji from doing that?
I should have made that.
Blackbeard would react to that.
Sanji can use his hands.
Yo, Blackbeard would react to that or no?
Yeah, I think Quake Punch.
Yes,
the AOE of a Quake Punch is gonna stop Sanji.
Larry, the Darkness Fruit allows him to pull himself too.
Yo, bro, we don't even know if he has future sight. We don't know anything about that, right? We don't even know if his observation is truly elite. But you're telling me that he can keep up with Sanji that has the power-ups he has right now, then plus the raid suit who gives him, then gives him even more power, even more speed, and you're saying that he would be able to predict and react to Sanji going so fast that he pulls Blackbeard by his collar and just throws his ass into the ocean.
I love that I did this. I got Larry caping for Sanji. It's amazing.
Y'all wildin', bro.
It's amazing.
Y'all wildin', bro.
Never thought I'd see today.
Y'all wildin', bro. Like, are you crazy? Listen, I got Blackbeard. It's extreme diff. But
extreme is
for
too high,
y'all to say that Sanji, with the things he has now, plus the raid suit, which would even more improve him, and his speed, and his regeneration, and his durability, he can go invisible.
He can.
What are we talking about? Already. He can go literally invisible because of the suit without moving. But you're telling me that Blackbeard, without any confirmed advanced hockey at all, just pure devil fruits, he's going to be able to react to that Sanji and be able to win mid-diff?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my God.
yeah.
I agree with Larry though.
Bro. Oh my God. Extreme diff par.
Like I said high extreme. I said somewhere there. I was thinking the same thing. The thing is, when
extreme diff means,
hold on, one at a time.
Well, the thing with Blackbeard is that whenever we get a fight with him, he's never that guy before the fight. You know what I mean? Like it's only after the fight where we're like, oh, okay, I guess he wins that. Like you know what I mean? Like he's never that guy. And it's like even when we saw him on 1015, he was afraid of everything. Like apparently he could beat Ray, and then Ray was like, nah, I'm not that guy. You know what I mean?
But that just means that in the beginning of the fight, Sanji gonna get his off. But when it's time to really get down to it, Blackbeard gonna put that boy in his place, man. Come on now.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you let Sanji get his thing off, I mean, I wouldn't let Sanji kick me. That shit would hurt. And Blackbeard isn't
KOing him.
That's why I said Blackbeard would win. It's just like high or extreme. It just depends, right? Because like Blackbeard isn't like in terms of fighting, he isn't even that cautious, right? Like because when Sengoku just slammed him into the ground, he took Ace. He gets slammed, and it's like if you let Sanji slam you, that's gonna fucking hurt. You know what I mean? And it's like I think it would end up going to high at minimum just because of Sanji's like maneuverability. You know what I mean?
I could be sold on high diff. I just don't think extreme diff is reasonable.
Yeah. Wasn't mad at high diff. I was like, okay, that's a little wild.
Whoa. So when I said that,
diff?
Bro, when I said that at the very beginning, you were like, "Par, it's not even close." Blackbeard wins. I was like, hold on.
Listen, extreme diff means the fight could have went either way, and that you took something is not right with you anymore. Like Aokiji lost Extreme. You know what I'm saying? Akainu beat Aokiji Extreme Diff. One of these dudes don't got a limb no more. You get what I'm saying? That's what Extreme Diff means. Blackbeard's not walking away from a fight with Sanji, even under these parameters, missing a limb, permanently scarred. I mean, I guess he can be burnt, but come on, man. Come on.
That's
bro.
why
He's
I'm
not
leaning
changed.
more towards high diff.
Extreme Diff is crazy.
And then the other part of it is that every situation we've seen, he's had allies, right? Like, I mean, last one, his allies kind of sucked, but you know, it's still kind of like Harry, where until we see it, I agree with Larry on that. We can't just give that to him. Sanji is strong. He's strong, bro.
Ain't nobody saying he not. I'm saying this is a Yonko we talking about.
Yep.
And give him his respect.
I guess, bro. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yo, Trenton, any last words before you go? And yeah.
No, I got nothing else. I'll settle on high diff. I think that's fair. I got to give Sanji some respect. I think the matchup's bad for Blackbeard just because Sanji's no devil fruit and he's fast. But Sanji is a commander level, right? And Blackbeard's Yonko. Like,
yeah,
we're not talking. It's in the end, we know who wins.
Blackbeard could beat 2 Sanjis right now.
Oh, I don't know about that.
All right, bro. I'm gonna drag Sebastian out, and I'm gonna bring somebody else in, bro. Yo, Trent, thank you so much. If you stay in the chat, I'm definitely bringing people back in. So
yeah, I'll be around.
All right. All right. So I think that obviously it's a landslide of a pick. So should we move on, Sebastian, or what we should do?
Yeah, I mean, unless you want to get a Sanji fan in here. I know Javerse was in here. I know Ryunosuke asked to jump in. I don't know if he's a Sanji fan per se, but I know we have some other people that haven't gotten in yet.
Yeah, Suma and Supreme Lord. What do you want to do?
So unless we want to bring in a Sanji fan to see what they got to say, I don't know if they'll say anything different than what you're saying. Yeah. I say we just move on.
All right, let's move on, and then we go to the next one. So Blackbeard, put Blackbeard first.
No. Okay. The next one was King versus Green Bull. Again, some of the seeding made a lot of these not as great as I would like them to be. But
all right,
I think we could probably move on considering he already beat him and Queen at the same time.
No,
like, I don't know.
No,
unless
bro. This is something to talk about. I'm gonna bring Suma in. Suma, if you're good, can you unmute yourself so I know you're good so I could drag you in? Suma.
It's a little delayed, bro. You gotta give it a second or two.
Yeah, my bad. Suma.
Yo, hello.
Hey, what's up, man? How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys doing?
I'm good. Thank you for joining in the Discord, man.
Yeah. I've been meaning to.
Yeah, we're talking about King versus Green Bull.
Green Bull, easy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say, bro.
The panel, like, come on.
Yo, King was still hurt though.
But
like King had bandages on.
Okay, but then Green Bull also took a bandaged up Queen as well.
Yo, and Queen put up more of a fight than King, so we know King is stronger.
So Larry, the thing about it is, it's like even if he's fully healthy, if Green Bull's technique with his Devil Fruit works, it's gonna work bandaged or not. It's gonna work healthy or not. Like, that's the way Lunarian skin is. Either that works or it doesn't. The fact that it works means it is what it is. You know what I mean? Unless there's another element to this that I'm missing.
Yeah, like Lunarian fire.
You think he took that away? I mean, I don't know. I don't see how King is beating him. With what?
Fire. He has fire. And he's fast.
Dude, he took a Borrow Breath to the face and ate it. Like it was nothing.
No, he took more than a couple Borrow Breaths. And then he he went into Groot form. Turned into a plant. That was Momonosuke.
He still ate it though.
He got bodied by Momonosuke.
He didn't get bodied. He took no damage.
He took damage to the point he had to regenerate himself.
Suma, you hearing this, bro?
Yeah.
Are you hearing this?
He said,
It's saying that a Logia user, like, regenerates, that's just something you assume from them, right?
Yo, but you have to put them into that state. You have to literally force them to regenerate.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think King could make Green Bull regenerate, but how many times can Green Bull do that? Is it once, twice, 5?
Well, he could do it. He could do it as much as he's not getting truly hurt. So when a Logia reforms themselves, it's usually because they didn't really take any damage. But if they take damage according to what they're weak against, it drains their stamina. They take actual damage. We've seen that with Crocodile.
You have no proof of that.
We've seen it with Crocodile.
Actual proof of that.
We've seen it with
That's
Crocodile.
That's not the same.
Yo, so
that is not the same.
Hold on. So why can't Aokiji just grow his limb back if he could regenerate?
No.
Because
that's the case.
But that's what I'm talking about.
One hockey was attached, and it was the direct.
So you think that King is not attaching hockey to his Lunarian flames when he attacks somebody?
He might very well be. I'm saying they're not gonna do nothing to Green Bull. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but that's just you saying that. But what I'm actually telling you is that this is a different fire. It's not regular fire that we know of, which Green Bull stated. And then we saw Momonosuke body Green Bull to the point where he turned into a plant and had to regrow himself because he was screaming from being hurt.
I'm still thinking about that Mere Commanders line and whatnot.
I'm staying, bro.
And it, like, I get where you're coming from with, like, different type of fire, and assumedly, King can also apply hockey to that fire, and that, in theory, should be a lot more effective against Green Bull. But it's another thing that if this wasn't an Admiral, and this was, like, I don't know, like a first command, if this was, like, Forest First Commander versus First Commander, then yeah, I would give it to King. But this is an Admiral of the Navy, you know. Like,
I seen an Admiral of the Navy get hockey blasted, and he ran.
We ran Shanks right now. That's Shanks.
Oh my God.
But what I'm saying is, we
we
throwing up all this hype about Admirals, but I just saw one cower for the first time ever.
Shanks is Shanks.
And
King ain't that.
And Green Bull's considerably the weakest Yonko, is he not? I mean, not the weakest Yonko, the weakest Admiral.
But Larry, the weakest Admiral is still clearly stronger than the strongest commander of these Yonko ships, bro. Like, I'm sorry.
I hate Wano, bro. It's written so poorly, bro.
Listen, bro. King, not him. Sorry. If that drainage works, it's gonna work whether he's healthy or not.
And this is what I'm saying. Like, context sometimes need to be clarified with Oda, because there's no way that these Zoans, who happen to be legendary Zoans, didn't heal up, but the prison guards from like Impel Down did. And then the fact that we don't even know if they got caught off guard, because we've never seen Green Bull use that same attack, only against the Scabbards when they got captured. But everybody else was good. And Yamato got caught on purpose.
He did get caught on purpose. But
all right, Suma, any last question, any last statements, and also what kind of diff?
I would say hard to extreme with the points you were making about the fire and the hockey and whatnot, but I do think Green Bull pulls it out in the end.
I could kind of agree with that, but okay.
Green Bull mid diff.
Whatever, bro.
Even though he already low diffed him and a whole other character, but whatever.
Suma, thank you so much. If you stay in the chat, I'm definitely gonna push you back in. I'm just trying to get everybody, you know.
Yeah, no, will do.
All right, thank you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Supreme Lord AMV. I used to watch AMVs all the time. Are you here, AMV? No. Yeah. No. Yeah. I don't think he is, or she is.
Supreme.
There he goes.
There they go.
Can you hear me?
Yes. What's up, man? How are you?
No, I'm good.
Hey, man. I want to hear your takes on this King versus Green Bull. What do you think, and what type of diff?
I don't know. Green Bull, when he first introduced, he had a lot of hype around him. But like when we actually see him fight, and someone that wasn't weakened, he got
He was still handling the Scabbards pretty well. It's just Shanks came.
Yeah, they aren't that great though. That's why Yamato needed to stay and protect them. So I feel like if King was healthy, I feel like he was actually able to put up a good fight. Because like when he had that impenetrable skin on, it took advanced conquerors to actually hurt him. Anything less than that, Zoro couldn't touch him.
Go ahead, speak those facts, Supreme. Go ahead, keep going. Cause they don't
So,
understand.
Oh man.
Less than advanced conquerors with like internal damage, it could not touch him.
But Green Bull's touching him.
Unless you think like Green Bull's ability negate, like it doesn't matter what kind of durability you have, which that's kind of like impressive if it just bypass durability.
He was. So here's the thing about the panel, right? Green Bull, and yes, I'm not trying to knock King. He was weakened, right? Even though, like Larry said, he shouldn't have been. It's been 7 whole ass days. But Green Bull I didn't see him sucking up the flames on King's back. He was going directly into his chest and sucking up life's like energy or whatever, fluids. So apparently he doesn't need to deal with the flame. Or at the minimum, he dealt with the flame and could deal with the flames even when Queen was there. You get like even when the whole other character that's pretty strong was there, King wasn't an issue. Like if King is on this level and can fight and could really beat Green Bull, then even weakened, if I got a dude with me that can bang, I should be able to do something. They wasn't doing nothing.
My question to you is, why do you think that makes sense? My question to you is, why do you think that makes sense? That they were both healthy. If they were both healthy and they got bodied by him like that.
I didn't say they were healthy. I said they was weakened. I'm saying even if you're weakened, right? But you got a person of this caliber with you, you need to be able to put in more work than what King had did. And they ain't do nothing. He basically no-diff them in that moment. So
but the problem I see with King fighting Green Bull is like, what kind of attacks can he do that can like take Green Bull out, like and not have him regenerate back?
That magma dragon is pretty dope. That might be something if it's really a magma. It was an Imperial Flame Dragon, Larry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, I mean, but again, he took a borrow breath and was good. He just regenerated from that. Like it wasn't like I don't know that he can add hockey to that. That face pull thing, it'll be funny. I don't know if he's doing real damage with that either.
So you think Momonosuke used any hockey in those borrow breaths?
Yeah,
I
the
doubt
fact
it. I doubt it.
The fact that actually disintegrated his body and he had to regrow a whole new body from like a borrow breath from Momonosuke, that's not a good durability feat.
So you're saying that King with Imperial Dragon and hockey is not going to create more damage than borrow breath, and he has a Lunarian flame that's different from regular flames?
It might do more damage. I'm saying it's not taking Green Bull out.
Go Supreme.
He's saying it's not a good look.
Hold on, Sebastian. Go Supreme.
I was saying it's not a good look for Green Bull. Like he got that damage by Momonosuke attack. So I feel like King can do it. I don't know. I feel like I think King mid high difficulty.
It's so sad that the Beast Pirates got treated this way because of plot, bro. Oh my god.
You said King? You said King or Green Bull winning? Supreme, I ain't hear you.
I think King. I feel like the only reason Green Bull did that to King and Queen was to build a hype for like the month-long break. That's the only reason I think that it happened.
Thank you.
Listen, just because something happened because of hype doesn't mean you can ignore that it happened. What you talking about?
I mean, that's kind of an outlier, though.
What you mean? Listen, man. King fought Green Bull fought King and Queen and a couple other motherfuckers, apparently. Where was Jack, by the way? And he was unscathed. Well, y'all can complain about it all y'all want. You can be mad. You can call bad writing. It still happened. You know what I'm saying? It still happened, bro. I ain't on panel. This dude was like, yo, I'm fighting these guys and said, LOL, y'all ain't shit. Sorry.
Anyway,
Wow.
King, what do you think King beats him? High diff, extreme diff? Supreme?
Oh, yeah. I think a high diff. It's still an admiral. Like it's still not gonna be an easy fight.
Yeah, of course not. Yep.
You wow.
All right, yo. If you're still in Supreme, I'm just dragging people in like one at a time so everybody could get their say. But if you're still here, I'll drag you back. All right.
All right.
All right. Thank you. So, Seb, should we get one more person in here? What?
I actually wanted to hear what Par had to say. Par, you got something for this or not?
Which one is this one? King and Green Bull?
Yeah.
I'm right now I'm taking a quiz on Joy Girls thing, but I think I'm going with King. I'm not gonna lie.
What? We got 2 King votes? This is wild.
Yeah, I think
wild.
This is so
King.
wild,
I think King was done dirty against Zoro, but against anybody else, King is a menace, right? Like he's Lunarian. Like Green Bull is like I don't know. Maybe it's a Green Bull anti-bias, but I think King got it.
God, yo, this is why I hate Shanks hype. This is why.
Why?
This is why.
Make the
Because
correlation.
if that Shanks chapter didn't happen, there would be zero debate. Not even a little bit. Par would have been like, "What are you talking about? He just no dipped him." That's what Par would have said. But the second Shanks does something, the dynamics change. And for whatever reason, we can look at things in glossy eyes for King, but not for Green Bull. But whatever.
Well, I mean, but then there's also the thing, right? That like he's immune to fire, but not really. You know what I mean? Like Momo Boro blasted him, so he's not even that immune to fire. And then also his things like magma too. And then he should have hockey. It's like there's so many things that.
What hockey feat he got, yo? It's crazy. No hockey feats.
I mean, he's facing a Enma buffed Zoro, right? So
And
that's kind of
folded.
it's kind of unfair.
It got folded. Just saying.
I don't know. I mean, I think this one's a tough one. I don't even know what diff it would be at because it's so wonky. But I also
mid
feel
diff.
like I can't say that about Green Bull, bro. I don't know.
Crazy.
All right,
The
bro.
Green Bull disrespect, man. My heart is hurt.
All right. So let's end the poll because we started 10 minutes ago for this one, and then we'll just go to it's crazy that Par made his own type of input and then the poll went back up for Green Bull. So I don't think me and Par have ever agreed this much on these power scaling type of moments.
How many votes did King get? He got 2. I think you went Green Bull or King, Larry?
I went King.
You went King?
I don't see how Green Bull beats him. And we know that we don't need advanced.
Already beat him. Literally already did.
And we know that admirals don't have advanced conquerors coding that's been confirmed at all. Even the strongest one that we've seen so far, we're hoping he gets it. And we're hoping that Garp has it. But everybody else, we don't think they have it, right? So
I just don't understand.
It's whatever, bro. It's whatever.
You can beat somebody on panel.
All right, bro.
And still lose in a versus.
But you're considering that he got beat one-on-one. Like, he literally got beat one-on-one and he was full health. That didn't happen. He literally walked into
hold on.
You talked.
And he lost.
You talked. He literally walked into that jail and it looked like he snuck everybody. He literally looked like he put his tentacles out and he just started literally going hentai on everybody. Like that's a very strong possibility because there's no way there's so many people plus these 2 guys who we know was giving Sanji and Zoro a hard time. And he just easily no-diffed them? Like, how is that not questionable? Like, how are you just accepting that just happened and now you can consider King a bum when it comes to Green Bull? It's like you're purposely trolling because I know you're smarter than that. Like, there's no way you could read that and interpret, yeah, Green Bull actually soloed everybody there and without diffed.
You know
like,
what
you're
y'all
crazy.
are doing?
Like, you sound wild.
Y'all are aligning with Larry's "Oh to be wrong" narrative, and It's just not true.
Yo,
Larry be wrong.
Yo, Oda.
This is the problem.
Listen, Oda is great, but that dude is flawed as hell. And I've been trying to tell people that he lies all the time.
He ain't lie about King.
Y'all be bro. Y'all just wilding, bro. Y'all just don't understand, bro. And it's hard.
Shout out to the poll, man.
Nah.
Shout out to the poll.
Shout out to no poll, bro.
That Green Bull one.
Nah, bro.
Nah, man.
Nah.
Shout
bro.
out to Green Bull.
Get to the next one, bro.
All right, the next one is Oden versus Weevil.
I'm gonna bring in I Hate Mo because we basically hit everybody, so I'm gonna restarting. So what I'm gonna do, guys, to get through these, to have more people's input, I'm gonna invite 2 people now. Is that cool, Seb?
Yeah, it's fine.
All right. I Hate Mo. I'm gonna bring you in, and I think I'm gonna bring back in Party Pete because I think he was the second person that went last time. So I'm bringing you both in. So what I'm gonna do, guys, to get through these, I Hate Mew and Party Pete. I'm bringing 2 people in this time. So, what do you guys think about this matchup? Oden versus Weevil. What do you
I'm making
have?
a poll now, Larry.
Yeah.
That's tough, to be honest. Because I just don't know how strong Weevil is. Because all we've seen is like he destroyed a town, like basically throwing a temper tantrum, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Oden, obviously he was strong, but he wasn't quite on the level of, Prime Whitebeard and Roger, which is no knock. It's just, that's just kind of the light we saw him in. But I don't know if we've seen enough from Weevil to say that he beats Oden with what we've seen from Oden. Because, Oden was about to pack up a young Kaido. Like, if they didn't try to trick him with the whole, we got your kids thing, he was about to beat Kaido. And I think Kaido's getting beat by... Weevil's getting beat by Kaido at any point. Young, old, I don't think it really matters. So I think Oden's got it. But, depending on it, if Weevil's actually Whitebeard's son, then maybe it's high diff. But really, I think Oden's going to come out on top.
All right. What about you, I Hate Mo?
I got Oden mid to low to mid diffing Weevil.
I love that take.
Oden was about to pack up Kaido. He got Enma. He got all the hockey. He was with Whitebeard and Roger. So, he definitely had hockey blooms. Yeah, Weevil don't stand a chance.
Yeah. If I'm going to make my input, Oden mid this him, bro. And it's not, I don't care about any lineage factors, bro. I know that Big Mom and Katakuri are far amongst each other from strength. You know what I'm saying? And just because you someone's son, don't mean you strong, bro.
Hey, we don't got no information on Weevil, so I'm just trying to give him a little bit of the benefit of the doubt. But Oden's the truth, so Weevil's not winning. It's just we just don't know how strong he is. Ain't nobody pulling up on Weevil right now, so
yeah, it should have been Marco, but we know how he feels about doing anything that means being a pirate. So
you gotta chill with Marco Slam.
Always hating, bro.
He's in every big pirate conflict of the past 2 generations, and you say he's not doing nothing.
When people are just continuously dying around you because you're not good enough, it just happens,
Wow.
Oden ate a divine departure from Roger and got back up.
Yeah, but
he did.
Roger wasn't trying to kill him. He was just trying.
He did. But
he just tried to stun him real quick.
Roger literally said, "Yo, I want to talk to you." I'll say this. I do agree with y'all that Oden's winning.
But Roger also swung with one hand. So
he did.
So
I agree with y'all. I got Oden winning. I do think it's gonna be high diff because they said Weevil is like Whitebeard in his youth,
right?
And I assume that Whitebeard in his youth was out here strong. I assume he could bang with some folks. So
yeah, Whitebeard was also 12 at one point, and that's considered youth. So
yeah, even in his youth, he was on the Rocks Pirates. If you go back from before he had his own crew, Whitebeard's always been strong. So if Weevil's compared to Whitebeard at any point in his life,
you gotta give him a little
that's fairly strong. Like I said, Oden's still probably winning, but high diff's not unreasonable, I think.
What about you, Mo? What do you think?
I don't know. I think Oden just with Enma with all the hockey feats, Yeah, like low to mid diff.
Low to mid diff.
I hope
What do you got,
Weevil-
Pete? Low to mid diff, high diff, extreme.
Say mid to high diff, leaning towards mid diff. But
That's true.
I just have a question. When they said Weevil was like Whitebeard in his youth, that was like rumors, and like Kizaru kind of just heard the news, and he never actually like saw Weevil. He was just like, it sounds like what Whitebeard was doing as a kid, right?
Hold on, no.
I'm just asking for clarification. I'm not saying either way. Don't get
He's
heated.
a Marine Admiral.
Hold on.
Par. He
One
knows.
at a time. One at a time. Finish Par, and then Pete talk after.
I'm just saying because it's like, yeah, even with his status or whatever, it's like it's one thing. Like even right now, when Law is hearing the news of the Cross Guild, he's like, "Oh, Buggy, it must be that guy." We know he's not that guy, though, right? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like there's one thing between like actually facing somebody and actually experiencing them, and then there's another thing to like just be like, "Oh, that feat and that feat are equivalent. It sounds similar," and then he looks similar too, but so I can see how you can make the connection there. I was just asking for clarification because a lot of people always bring that up, and I'm just like, well, I would put more weight on that if it was like Kizaru after he met Weevil or something, or experienced Weevil, you know what I mean? So I'm going Oden. But
Hold on, Seb. Pete, go.
Oh, I'm just saying we've taken a lot of more or less believable speculation as fact when it comes to characters. So like especially even with the Sabo conversation we just had, he's fighting 2 admirals just because the newspaper said so. He soloed 2 admirals. So if they say he's similar to Whitebeard in his youth, we take it when they said Ben Beckman's similar to Shanks, or he was rivaling Mihawk, at his young age with sword skills. We can take him to some degree at their word with Weevil. And if he's anywhere similar to a Whitebeard in his youth, that's giving Oden some problems. Like, I know he had Enma, and he had the other sword whose name I can't remember at the time right now. But he ain't turned him into Black Blades or nothing. He was good, but he wasn't like this unimpeachable truth. Like, he might get some problems.
What about
I
you?
just want to say I like hearing
unimpeachable truth.
I just want to say I like hearing Party Pete, and because we've been talking on the Discord for mad long, and now I get to hear him. So
what? You got any feedback, Mo?
I don't know, because they just say Weevil's reminiscent of a young Whitebeard, and like a young Whitebeard could be before he entered his prime, before he was with the Rocks Pirates, before he did anything significant in the world.
But that seems unlikely, right? Like they would compare him to before he was famous at all. That's what they were comparing him to like. I mean, no one's like, oh yeah, when Roger was 6 years old, Luffy was just like Roger when he was 10. It's like, no, if they're talking about it in the large scale, I think they're referring to a point that was at least memorable enough to get him in the news. So now it could be before he joined the Rocks Pirates, you're right about that, but I think at whatever point they're referencing, Whitebeard's still fairly strong.
I would say this. At one point, Kaido was in his youth and was building a name for himself in his own kingdom and to many others. We could just be like, yo, same age as Kaido, Whitebeard could have been that strong. But are they Oden level strength? Hell no. Hell no.
True. I can't knock that.
You crazy. So this is this is evidence versus like speculation.
But if we're going off the most reasonable assumption, if they're talking about the world at large, they're most likely talking about when Whitebeard was at some point of note, which is more likely than not when he was on the Rocks Pirates, because he was still young when he had his own crew, so he had to be young when he was on the Rocks Pirates. So, and his mom, Whitebeard met while he was on the Rocks Pirates. So that's most likely the period at which they're comparing him. Is that Whitebeard's strongest? Is that his peak? No, but is that still stronger than like 95% of the One Piece world? Probably. So like Weevil, if he's comparable to that, he's giving Oden some issues. Like I said, Oden was cool. He was strong, but he wasn't even the strongest one on any of the ships that he got on.
And he went on the 2.
He wasn't even the second strongest on any of the ships that he got, or the third.
I mean, you could argue that Oden was probably
hold on,
the second
one at a
strongest
time.
ship.
Go, Mo.
You could probably argue that Oden was the second strongest on Whitebeard ship. Like Marco was only the first division commander because he was the first person there.
That's true.
But I think Oden back then versus Marco back then, I think Oden packing his shit up. And I love Marco,
Marco
but
wasn't the first commander at that point. Marco wasn't the first commander at that point, though. So
I did not expect him to say that.
like Marco was a little kid. Marco was still like a little kid when Oden was on the crew.
He was 15.
I mean, he was a little kid. He was 25.
I mean, he was
15.
He was at a point. I'm about to say, I don't think he was
when
25.
Oden was on the
Not
ship?
when Oden joined the crew.
He was
Rayleigh was
15.
still, Rayleigh stopping him with one finger. Like he was still young.
He was 25 when yeah. You're right.
All right. So Mew and Pete, and we'll start with Mew first. What's your final statements?
Damn, Larry, you know it's Mo.
Oh yeah, I said Mo, right? I said Mew or Mo?
Said Mew. It's all
Oh,
good,
my bad. All right, Mo. Final thoughts. Go.
I'll go Oden mid-diff.
Oden mid-diff? Okay. And then Pete?
We're going Oden high diff.
High diff? Okay, gentlemen. Well, it's Oden across the board, regardless of the diff. So if you guys keep hanging out in the entrance to the den, I will definitely bring you guys back in, and it's going to be much faster this time.
Hey, I just need to be back for the Zoro part. That's it.
It's coming.
Fact.
Okay.
It's coming.
I got you.
It's coming.
I'm gonna be here.
All right. Sebastian, did you want to get two more people in for this convo, or do you want to go to the next one?
No, we can go to the next one.
Do you want to skip this one because we all know it's going to be Akainu?
This is a top 5 seed, so there is a stipulation here.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Give me 1 second to create this really quick. You could probably bring something up though, just for the time being.
All right. So I'll tell you what the stipulation is and might affect what you're doing. But essentially, because Akainu is in the top 5 seeds, he has a top seed handicap that goes against him. In this case, it is Kuma in his right mind with Kid Hawk Seraphim that Vegapunk loaned him. So it's Kuma and a Seraphim, the Kid Mihawk Seraphim, versus Akainu. So y'all debate that.
Can you end the poll and then create it and then Pargo?
How did you said Kuma and Mihawk Seraphim and Akainu? What in the alternate dimension matchup is this bullshit? This shit didn't exist 2 weeks ago. This sounds so crazy.
It exists now, okay? This is the world we live in. Vegapunk is loaning out child angel soldiers to his experiments to fight admirals. That's how we getting it down, all right?
I don't want to be that guy that was just like, yo, back in my day, it was much simpler. This shit is wild. I was like, I'm like typing out like messages and I'm hearing in the background. I'm like, what the fuck did he just say? Like, it sounded like a different language. I can't wait to hear someone debate this.
Kuma and Kid Hawk Seraphim versus Akainu. Fleet Admiral Akainu. I'll say that. Versus Akainu.
I just finished the picture. Give me 1 second, guys. I didn't see any Sebastian's matchup. I would have created everything beforehand, so my bad, everybody. But I hope everybody's having a really great time and enjoying this amazing thing that Sebastian has created. If you are, please just throw some W's in the chat for Sebastian, please. Just for doing this amazing thing that he's doing right now. Yeah, just want to see some W's in the chat. So what I'm going to do, Sebastian, I'm going to bring in 2 new people. It's going to be Iron Hockey and Poison. So Iron Hockey and Poison, hello. I hope you're there. If you are, unmute yourself, and if you're listening to our stream, mute that so we can hear you. And we want to hear your takes on this. So first off, it's Akainu, Fleet Admiral Akainu versus Kuma, and Kuma has the Mihawk Seraphim. So starting with Iron Hockey, and then we'll get to Poison. So Iron Hockey, what do you think about this matchup, and what's the diff level?
So you said Kuma versus Mihawk.
Kuma
versus...
and the Mihawk Seraphim versus Akainu.
Honestly, looking at it, it's kind of a weird battle. Thinking about it, Kuma and a Seraphim versus the Fleet Admiral, the person he works for. But I think Akainu coming out on top. With a mid diff.
So you're saying that Kuma and the Seraphim Mihawk are gonna beat Akainu mid diff?
Yeah, I believe so. His offensive ability would definitely come into play, especially However, hold on.
He said the opposite, Larry.
Oh, he said the opposite?
Yeah.
But Akainu wins mid diff.
Oh, Akainu wins mid diff. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't see Kuma getting close enough to use his pawpaw fruit to, disappear into nowhere. I think. Yeah. And does the Seraphim have some type of ability to counteract the magma that he has? You know what I mean? That's
They seem to have Lunarian capabilities, so they should be impervious to flames or heat in general. But I don't know.
But which one would be much hotter, the magma or the Seraphim fire?
Probably the magma. But
Exactly. So I'm trying to say that it just seems more like Akainu. That's my take on it.
Okay. What about you, Poison? What do you think?
All right. I honestly think it depends on how strong the Seraphim is, right?
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, this Seraphim, he's running his ones with Blackbeard.
Yes,
This man, Blackbeard is sweating. He's freaking out, and Oda zooms in on him. He got the close-up shot. This man is freaking out, bro. Almost on par with when Rayleigh showed up. That's how scared he was. And this Seraphim, bro, he was slicing up Amazon Lily like a cake.
Yes, he was.
To be honest, I'm thinking that these guys, they replace the Warlords because they are probably close to or as strong as who they are replacing. And with that, you got to think, I think they're probably just a little bit weaker than the actual Warlords. But I mean, it's Mihawk, right? The GOAT.
The GOAT.
GOAT.
Yeah, bro.
Whoa!
The GOAT of what?
Swordsmanship.
Better than Shakes.
Damn, yeah, that's crazy. Just swords.
You can give him the GOAT of swordsmanship. You can give him that.
Yeah. Definitely swordsmanship.
Damn,
Let me ask you this, Larry. What about Zoro?
What about him?
What he got?
He got swords.
And who's the GOAT of it?
Mihawk.
So Mihawk easily above Zoro, right?
Easily? I don't know about easily
Yes,
anymore.
easily.
I don't know about easily anymore.
Okay, you're wilding.
Easily anymore? I think he definitely beats Zoro now easy diff, but it's not like
obviously,
a no-brainer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that, But okay.
Yeah.
Mihawk's the mid diff in Zoro.
I think Mihawk is he's a top tier in the verse.
Definitely.
That's for sure.
Definitely.
All right. And to put him, and let's say the Seraphim is as close to him against Akainu.
But all right.
Very interesting.
I don't want.
Go ahead, Iron.
I don't want to interrupt. It's hard for me to speak in my natural Jamaican language because I don't want to,
Yeah, I love it, by the way.
Wagwan.
We're good, man. All right, what I'm saying was that I don't believe that the Seraphims are close in strength to the Warlords. I mean, there could be. For example, like Crocodile, probably there's one that's much stronger than Crocodile, Well, maybe. But for example, like Mihawk, I don't think the Seraphim would be in close to strength with Mihawk, especially because of Haki. We're not sure if they possess the ability to use Haki, especially since they were created and not, born like human people, I guess. If you see what I'm saying.
Yeah. I get that. It's just, the Seraphim, he's making Blackbeard struggle. Blackbeard had to pull out the Haki. We've never even seen him do that before.
Forget the new stuff.
That is true. That is true.
This Seraphim casually split Amazon Lily.
That is true.
Splitting an island is not some like.
He ain't split the island now.
Okay,
he cut a mountain on the island.
He cut like a mountain of Amazon Lily. That's close to what Mihawk did in Marineford when he sliced it. A no-name attack.
Or do you think it's going to beat Akainu? That's the question. Do you think Kuma with
Kuma? My thing with Kuma, I think a lot of people underrate him because as a cyborg, right? Obviously, he was taking damage from Thriller Bark Zoro. That's kind of but he's a cyborg. I think his body is obviously weaker as a cyborg. I think that's the case. And I think also in Sabo, right? Kuma, it's up for interpretation in the manga, but in the anime, he's shown to be fast. That man shows up right in front of Rayleigh and Kizaru. In the manga, they got the exclamation points, like, oh, what? Where'd he come from? So he's obviously very fast. Probably it's close to like teleportation speeds. And so with that, I think it's interesting if he can land something on Akainu, maybe fling him away into some water, something like that. But at the end of the day, I really don't see, unless the Seraphim has hockey, I don't see how they're beating Akainu. But the Seraphim is still very strong. Amazon Lily could not do anything to them. Blackbeard was shown to not be able to do much, if anything. They kind of just disappeared, so it is what it is.
Sebastian, did you want to say something before I do?
Yeah. So I love these takes, by the way, because I kind of came up with this one on the top of my head just because I didn't have anything for Kuma as to what it could be. So I like this matchup. I'll say this: I think Kuma is like the ultimate support. Oh, am I like?
Yeah, you gotta.
It's like the ultimate support character in a fight like this. So no matter how much damage that like Akainu dishes out to the Kid Seraphim or Kid Hawk, as I like to call him, Kuma can like repel that damage and even throw it back at Akainu potentially. Granted, he's a Lagia, so it might not hurt him in that same light. But I think Iron brought it up as well, is that his speed is crazy. His paw fruit allows him to teleport. If he lands the paw on Akainu, he can even send him somewhere. Like, I think there's a lot of variables here that people who are just picking Akainu because he's dominating the poll right now aren't factoring in. But that all said, I have high hopes and high expectations and a high view of Akainu, so I do think he wins. But I actually think it gets to high or even extreme diff potentially. Really depends on how Magma can work on Lunarian skin. If he can just poke a hole in the Kid Hawk, then it is what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? But if it's the way I look at it is, I don't think Kid Hawk is as strong as current Zoro, right? Like I don't put the Seraphims that high just right. And a part of what I wanted to answer was with Blackbeard's reaction. I think he was just shocked at what he was seeing.
Yeah,
a little bit. Like, yes, Blackbeard be scared, but it's like I've heard about these things from Whitebeard. They are supposed to be basically extinct, and this little one who looks just like Mihawk just pulled up on me and can cut islands. Like it's like that's like a wild thing to experience. And Blackbeard just be shook in general. Like it doesn't take much to get Blackbeard to be a little startled.
I mean,
so
look at Marineford when Whitebeard stood up, same way after taking all those gunshots. You know?
He be shook. He be a shook dude.
Yeah.
So I'm going to Akainu. I'm gonna put it at high diff, potentially extreme diff. Because I feel like I might be lowballing the Kid Hawk. But if Zoro could cut Cyborg Kuma, then Akainu can probably run right through that. Also, Akainu's fought several commander level people at the same time and had no issues. So I assume this is the commander level right here. He should be good. But out of just respect and reverence for Kuma and what I had the potential for with the Kid Hawk, I think it could be high diff.
So
can I ask a question? Oh, yeah. Sorry to interrupt.
Go ahead.
I was asking if how would you think the whole pawpaw fruit, like making him disappear, would work against magma? Is it a case where it doesn't have to be like in his magma form, or it will work either way?
I would say it would either teleport some magma to some area, or it would just work, or it wouldn't work. If those are the three, like it would either, like, say he tried to grab his arm and teleport something, like that part of him would probably go. But I don't know if his entire body would go in that light because he's a Logia, right? Like, it's not like you're selling a regular person.
Okay.
It's kind of hard to gauge. I don't know. I really don't. I don't have a great answer for that one.
All right. So Akainu definitely wins. And I think that's unnecessarily, to say the least, that he would have a hard time. But if I was to theorize why he would have a hard time and it would be an extremely difficult fight, it's because, as we know of right now, we don't know what the kid Seraphims are capable of, right? So the main theory that I've always tried to tell people is, like, why did Dr. Vegapunk think that Momonosuke's replicated devil fruit to the T was a failure? And I would say personally, it's because he was never capable of transferring over the will of the devil fruit. So if we're doing these experiments on these kids and we're replicating people itself, what's to say that Dr. Vegapunk right now has not found a way to transfer the will of the previous person into a Seraphim? And if so, that means that that's why Kid Hawk was able to land such a devastating attack and catch Blackbeard off guard to a certain degree, where he was like, wow, how did this person of this age become so strong? Maybe Dr. Vegapunk has found a way to transfer the will of people, of devil fruits, of swords. Maybe that's an exact replica of Yoru. We don't know yet. But what I will say is, if that is indeed the case with these Seraphims, then that means that Akainu would have to fight wherever Mihawk's will was duplicated. And most likely that was at Marineford when the Shichibukai were all eating dinner before the war. So we have that kid Mihawk, right? Then we have Kuma. And Kuma can just take the exhaustion out of people. He could just take the pain out of people. Then he could send people flying. Then also, it's like, to a degree, he could probably just put you in a bubble. And you just have to deal with that bubble or somehow get out of the bubble. Now, I'm not saying that this fight is unnecessarily just going to go to Kuma and the kid Seraphim. It's all speculation. But I believe Akainu would probably have a extremely difficult time if Kid Hawk is Mihawk. And he has to fight Kuma on top of that. That's all I'm saying.
So you're saying Akainu wins, but it's extremely difficult.
If I'm to speculate that Mihawk kid is Mihawk level, yes.
And is the reasons, other reasons, is like a lot of the things you're saying is like Kuma has like insane evasiveness. So like it's hard for Akainu to even like fight reasonably against these two, right? Is that what I'm hearing?
It would be in the combination of Kuma being the ultimate support character. The Kid Hawk would have to lead the fight. He would have to fight Akainu.
So then I think another question is, sorry, Iron Hockey, is how long do you think this fight goes?
Shit. It could probably go for 10 to 20 days, bro. And we know Akainu could fight for 10 days, so.
Yeah, this would be interesting. That's all I want to add. Sorry.
Yeah. Final thoughts, Iron Hockey and Poison. Starting with Iron Hockey.
Yeah, as I said before, I do believe Akainu wins 100%. In terms of whether low, mid, or high, or extreme diff, I'm gonna go more to mid and high. Not really extreme as yet. But I do understand where we're coming from with the Seraphim being Mihawk's level. And I don't think it is, but I mean, it does have a level of his strength which should be great enough to at least give Akainu a great fight. And with Kuma being the support, it's going to be hard to probably dodge attacks and, Kuma's quickness, I guess. But yeah, I do believe Akainu wins 100%. Oh, and before I go, the last thing, Marco is trash. I just like to say that.
Let's go! All the way from Jamaica, dog. Let's do it.
I agree with Larry 100%. Marco is trash.
Let's go!
Catching strays. Man.
Yo, I mess with Iron Hockey so much more now. Let's go.
Yo, Iron Hockey, make sure you call in on an episode and say that too. Get it on a podcast episode.
Oh, this is a podcast episode. It's going up.
These are okay. All right.
I go to the bathroom for 2 minutes and Marco getting killed out here. That's terrible.
All right. Poison, final statements.
Yeah, I think it's just, it's extreme death, to be honest. I really think there's a low possibility Kuma and the Seraphim could win. It just depends on how powerful the Seraphim is. But with what we know right now, I think Akainu he has to take it. There's not much info
same.
we have right now.
Completely agree. All right, guys. Thank you so much, man. It was very much a pleasure of mine to have both of you on. And Wagwan.
Yeah, man, thanks.
Talk to you guys later. If you're still in the entrance, I'll definitely bring you back in.
We'll definitely be here, man.
All right. Yeah. Thank you, Brody. All right. Iron Hockey and Poison, thank you so much. We're gonna go to our next fight. Beans, I know that Big Mom is top 5, so she has some stipulations.
Yes, sir.
She'll be versing Queen. So let me just generate that up real quick. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring in 2 new people. So I believe Hiccup was one of the people that I saw that hasn't come in just yet. And I believe Psycho hasn't come in just yet. So I'm going to bring both of them in.
All right.
Yeah. What's going on, Psycho and Hiccup? How are you? Yo, guys.
Let's do it.
Oh, Psycho's watching the stream. Psycho, are you here?
Psycho, you gotta mute.
Psycho.
Iron Hockey, make sure you call in on an episode so that you get it on.
It's too far back, man.
Yeah, he's not in it.
Yo, Larry, Poison is yo on YouTube.
All right, I'm gonna bring Psycho down. And then Psycho, type in the chat if you're able. I was gonna bring in Straw Hat Dash, but he ended up just leaving.
Dash, come back.
Yeah, I was gonna bring in Dash.
Put Dash in for Weevil. Dash would have convinced everybody Weevil was gonna win.
Yeah.
So Big Mom's stipulation in her fight with Queen is that she has been having hunger pangs for 2.5 hours. That is her stipulation.
So we got Hiccup and Noel. Are you guys there? Yeah, I don't think.
Wait, Sebastian, real quick. Doesn't that make Big Mom stronger?
No, so you remember how she got she started losing weight and was getting weaker and that version of Big Mom. Maybe I need to increase the number of hours, but that version of Big Mom.
Okay.
Versus Queen.
Not young little Thotty over here. It's Thin Mom. It's
Thin Mom. Yeah,
got
Thin Mom.
All right, gotcha.
One Jinbei was fighting.
I'm gonna bring in. We haven't had Too Cozy in here, right?
No.
Too Cozy, and then we'll bring in Verse, Javian, if he's here. Yeah, you guys here? Cozy and Javian?
Oh.
Yo, what's up?
Y'all brought me in for the Queen argument. All right.
Yes, sir. Had to do it.
Hold on, he backed out. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end up bringing Nerd Taku back in. Nerd, are you here, Nerd, or no? I know it's
Taku. It's a little late, so.
Yeah, it is a little late.
Can you hear me?
You're here?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. So what's your Sebastian, can you create the poll real quick while I'm doing
it now.
The artwork?
I'm doing it now.
It's going to be Queen versus Big Mom, and Big Mom hasn't eaten for 2 days, so she's going through hunger pains. We'll start with Javerse first, and then we'll go to Taku. So Verse, what do you think, bro?
just for some clarification, right? This is like Big Mom, like the same Big Mom that Jinbei basically punched off the ship, right?
Yes, that Big Mom. 2 days is a little much, Larry. She might die.
You said 2
Yeah.
days.
I said 2 hours.
He said 2 hours.
Oh, my bad.
Hours, bro. I ain't trying to
I don't think
get
Big
her
Mom
out of
can even
here,
last
bro.
that long. But
Yeah, I ain't trying to get her up out of here like that.
shit, you know me.
Cape for Queen. Go ahead. Go ahead. Cape
Have
for
to go with the
Queen.
Queen. Queen Extreme Diff. Listen, I seen what Queen could do to like an amnesiac Big Mom, right?
Mm-hmm.
A little prep work here and there, but it's like that was like regular zone Queen. We ain't see no hockey, no hybrid form, none of his German abilities that he got, on deck against that Big Mom. And this is like hunger pang, like she extra weak, no muscle, no meat on her bones, right? So I'm gonna have to give it to Queen, like extreme diff though.
Well, damn, yo. Maybe I should have did a lesser stipulation on Big Mom. I didn't know it was that deep.
What about you?
Big Mom taking it, bro.
What about you, Taku?
So, I mean, we all kind of know that Big Mom is just like has not had a good showing whatsoever. But I gotta say, I think that Queen probably gets beat by Big Mom. When she was on the ship and she was messing all that stuff up, like nobody could even really touch her. Like, yeah, like Jinbei hit, but it did almost next to nothing. Like she still has a ridiculous amount of durability, even when she's losing weight. And she was kind of like using Napoleon, and she was able to extend him a ridiculous amount to be able to just start hitting the ship and everything. Like I think that it's extreme diff, but I think that Big Mom takes the cake on it. And I mean, the hunger pangs kind of suck because they definitely make her just like awful. But I do think that she still wins because she just has like such a broken ability and such a like intense durability and like way more than Queen in my opinion, even when he's like in his zone form. I think that Big Mom takes it, but it is extreme diff for sure.
Any response, Seb or Javerse?
So to that, I'll say Big Mom's durability is an issue, right? But since she's so skinny now, I feel like Queen could wrap himself around and pull off the Brachiosnakis. And, get a nice little crush in there.
Bro just said a Harry Potter spell. What the fuck is Brachiosnakis?
Brachiosnakis, bro? You don't remember?
Was that really the name of it?
Yeah.
It was a goddamn Harry Potter spell?
Yeah, bro. I feel y'all on the Big Mom is weakened. I don't think she's this weakened. And low-key, even in this state, maybe mentally she's not great, but she can still go bigger mom. Like and recoup and like get back right. You know what I'm saying? If she goes bigger mom, she's just back to herself a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So she might be hungry, but it's a Yonko, bro. She's not allowing Queen to beat her. You know what I'm saying? Like the thing is, Queen has a lot of stuff in his bag. The best thing he got for this is one of them poisons, though. If he could ice Oni her, he might have something. But
I think the Ice Oni might actually backfire in that situation.
That might hurt him. Maybe playgrounds. I don't know.
The playgrounds, I think I can see that.
Yeah, I was about to say, why are you giving her Ice Oni? That shit's terrifying. What?
Playgrounds, shoot it in her mouth. She hungry. You know what I mean? I don't know. You got to go Big Mom. If she ever gets serious enough in that moment, she's clipping him, bro. And she has Hera at this point too. Like she's doing Macer sabers, and all them kind of Elboff cannons. Like Queen, my boy. He can't deal with all that.
Big Mom, easy diff.
Easy
Ooh,
diff?
wow.
Easy.
That's wild.
Easy.
I mean,
and I felt like you were on a streak recently, Larry. You just threw all that goodwill away.
Nah, like what can Queen truly do? He can't break through her skin. If he tries to do any of the viruses, she'll just turn it into a homie. Not only that,
Didn't he knock her out?
Did she turn bacteria into a homie?
Yo, why wouldn't she?
Did he knock
She's
her
out
out,
here,
bro?
she's out here turning air and fire and things that are elemental. What makes you think she can't just turn a virus into a homie? Then she could just power herself back up.
That's how she gets rid of all the STDs. I see it. I see the vision.
You know what I'm saying? Like, as far
That's
as
not
we
the
know,
fire vision, but it is a vision.
Oh my god.
as far as we know, Big Mom could literally do anything. And the fact is, even if she's like hunger pained out, she's probably even more feral than we've seen. She's just able to take more attacks. And she wasn't hurt by Jinbei's attack. She just got back up.
She wasn't.
She literally got back up. She turned water, which negates devil fruits, into a homie. Like, you know how crazy of a feat that is? The only person that's ever been able to manipulate the ocean has been Aokiji. And that's only because he's ice. Like, what are we talking about, bro? Like, that was in her feral state of hunger pain. And now we're going to say, like, was she not easy diffing Queen, who had a hard time dealing with Sanji when he was dealing with emotional troubles?
I just want to say, while I agree with Larry, this is the energy you were supposed to have for Blackbeard versus Sanji.
Yeah, I was about to
I just want
say.
you to know that. This is the energy you were supposed to be
because
on.
Big Mom has
And
proven that she can do most things that a Yonko can do. Blackbeard, we don't even know if he has anything except hockey and devil fruits. And the hockey ain't even advanced.
Cool. Also, wanted to say this. Do y'all think Queen hits or not?
No, I think Queen's gay.
Queen?
What?
Yeah.
Why? He
I
lit
think
the
he
half
must
the
be
battle
gay.
he had with Sanji was about
I don't
him
know.
getting dubbed by a girl.
I don't know,
I
bro.
think he swings both ways in this situation. I don't know.
He might.
just seems like that kind of guy.
Like, he's wearing lipstick, bro.
He's like androgynous.
He seems like a switch hitter.
Oh, you doing the bending.
But another thing that Javer said about like the plague bullets, I think that also Big Mom has like resistance to poison anyway. So I don't think that they would affect her like that.
Yo,
Like,
I'm
Big Mom probably
genuinely
worried that she
asking.
got
I don't
poisoned by
remember.
the cake, though.
well, I remember
Yeah, that
when
was a
she
fear
was,
twice.
when they were talking about the poison that might be on the cake that Beige gave her, they were talking about like, hey, either Big Mom is resistant to this poison that he put in the cake, or she ends up dying. So those were like the two options. So I'd imagine that she has some resistance to poison.
That's a good point. But this is Queen poison, you know.
I would
This is what he does
say
for a
the-
living.
So is Queen's
I would say the level of my bad. Yeah, I would say the level of fear that they had in that moment would go to show that they weren't sure that she has. I don't think they had any prior knowledge that she was resistant. They were like, she's a freak of nature in general. Hopefully, the poison just doesn't kill her. More so than, well, we dealt with this before and she was good. It was like, yo, we might be done up. It might be over. Like, they were legitimately scared it might be over in that moment. So I don't think there's any nod to her being poison resistant. I just think of GP, of them knowing how much of a freak of nature she is in general, they were like, she probably good.
Let me ask y'all this. Who had the better poison bullet? Was it Caesar or was it Queen?
I think Queen. Caesar, that's the little bro, you know?
Bro.
Big Mom flexed on them KX launchers and
They couldn't even touch her, bro.
Couldn't even touch her, bro.
And they didn't even know if it could work.
Yeah. Yeah, Queen definitely had a better showing when it comes to poison, even though that should be like Caesar's thing, you would think, right?
Caesar's
What?
like
How?
Queen's
What?
son, basically.
What am I hearing right now? Like, you're saying Queen had a better showing of poison science?
What? Queen's poisons were more effective consistently. The only, I guess
No,
now with the
it wasn't.
hallucinogens,
Yo, y'all misremembering what Caesar
Is
did.
it like Caesar like the stupidest out of Mads, though?
Caesar ended up creating Pompeii.
yeah, but it was curable with water. Like, that was like the most basic like fix ever.
But it
The
affected you
Onis-
immediately.
The Oni joints,
The
you did
only
a
thing
whole
took
lot.
the only thing took a little bit, even before Marco came through. Like, it was still taking a long time to affect them. This
I mean, the playgrounds almost took Luffy out.
phase rounds was instant. They was done up. Folks was dying. I don't know.
Listen,
I don't think Caesar really had that great of a showing. Even when he tried to make the rocket launchers, they didn't even touch Big Mom at all. He didn't even account for any of that. And then
Queen did?
Well, I mean, he didn't take into account Marco was going to show up, but
or that Chopper was this god tier doctor that could create
And
a
like,
cure. In
he wouldn't
30
be able to make the cure if Queen ain't throw it
No,
out.
no. Yeah, Queen is just dumb in general. He just did some dumb shit. If he not do he might do that versus Big Mom too. He be dumb. He be on some dumb shit.
I feel like Queen also got some range options that can help him against Big Mom.
Queen's battle IQ was in the mud, bro. I'm sorry, that nigga dumb. I'm sorry. Bro.
The whole Smiley thing when he blew up like the island, like it was okay, but then he had to have it eat a devil fruit too to even make it more relevant, and then it just like got to a point where okay, well, the people that even got covered with the stuff ended up being cured anyway by Chopper, so it's like even the long-lasting effects that it should have had, it didn't. And like kind of same with the Ice Oni, but it was more of a time crunch for the Ice Oni because they were infecting multiple people. Once those people were turned to stone and petrified, they weren't doing anything. They weren't fighting other people. They weren't, infecting more. It was just like they got froze and petrified, and then it was over.
Right.
I mean,
did you give your choice?
I saw a kid throw a bunch of arrows at Big Mom and it just bounced off. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how bullets are stronger than missiles, but I guess you guys know more about weaponry more than I do. So
she's hungry, bro. You gotta get them in her mouth.
I just don't like Queen. I'm biased here. Big Mom is Big Mom, bro. Like,
exactly. Yeah.
Like honestly, if we're honestly speaking, if you starved her, she's just gonna eat Queen, bro. Like all that meat, like what'd she do as a kid?
That's so
raw dinosaur. Raw dinosaur.
Yeah, what she ate her friends. She ate her mom. She's gonna eat Queen,
honestly, bro. Queen is scared of her. She can do the
she can do
on her. She can do soul focus on him, and it would work.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm giving it to Big Mom. See, the thing is with Hunger Pangs, she might be weaker, but I think she's scarier. Like she'll eat people, bro. Like
Big Mom can snatch my soul anytime, bro.
That's real.
That's all I'm saying. So, are we all in agreement?
Yeah, I think only Javerse said Queen, but he was caping for sure.
I had to. I missed out on the Sanji and Blackbeard thing. I had to do something.
We should have had Javerse for Sanji and Blackbeard. Yo, you should have heard. You heard Larry?
Yeah, I heard
you
him.
Heard
he was
him caping for the boy. Never thought I'd see the day.
I wanted to get in there too because I'm actually on Larry's side.
Like I don't know, this is like a whole new side to Larry to me. Like he been on a roll these last few
shut
ones.
up, bro. I've been on the same side the whole time.
Larry moving different. That was crazy. I love it.
Except for Sabo versus Yamato, but that's for another day.
That's what it is.
All right, man.
All right. So Big Mom, even through the handicap, shout out to her.
Yeah, we're gonna go with Big Mom. All right. Yo, Javerse, Nertaku, my boys. You already know, bro.
You alright?
All right. I'll talk to you guys in a little bit.
All right. Sounds good.
Larry, we did have a request from Party Pete, and there was someone else who requested to be in the Zoro fight, I believe. But it's Zoro versus Bullet Time, which was a highly debated topic on the Discord. So I expect a similar.
Who did you want to invite in here?
Party Pete had requested to take part in the Zoro combo.
Okay.
And I believe there was someone else. I don't remember who it was exactly. They might be gone. They might have dropped off already.
Well, Kasi said that he got kicked off, so I think we should bring back him for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Are we at Zoro now?
Yes, we are at Zoro. Cozy, are you here? Cozy? Damn. Don't tell me he got kicked.
Give him
again.
a couple.
Yeah, I'll
give him a couple. See.
All right, I'll pull the image up. in the meantime. All right.
But we is here as Zoro versus the Demon Heir himself.
Bullet, like from the movie?
Yes,
He
sir.
said from
He's
the
the only
movie?
non. He's the only non-canon dude in here.
Yo.
Hold on, Cozy, you're here?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but your mic is kind of muffled.
Yeah, Mike, sorry. It's not.
Still crazy muffled.
While we get
Let me
it
try to fix it.
fixed, Sebastian.
How do I fix?
How do you fix
Alright.
it?
Yeah.
It's crazy. But
It's
Zoro
better
was
now.
a non-canon monster that absorbs everything.
I'm not too sure how he fixes it, to be honest.
What now? Is it now?
The mic was sounding a little bit better there.
Yeah, it did. It keeps going in and out now.
Are you on a computer or are you on a
What
phone?
now? I'm on the laptop.
Hmm.
Do you have headphones in or no?
AirPods in this laptop is not connected. AirPods.
Yeah, I can't really hear him.
Yeah, try headphones. That probably.
For the next one, I'll try to fix it. Get me in for the.
Okay, I'll get you on the next one. You got my word. All right. I need one more
I don't know
person.
if Fig has been in yet. Has Fig been in yet?
No, I
remember.
don't think Fig has been in it. Yo, Fig, are you available? Yo.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hey, Fig, what's up, man?
Hey, this is my first time tuning in.
Yo, thank you for tuning in.
First time ever?
Thank you.
Yeah. I do have to mute you guys on this.
I appreciate you joining us, bro. The topic right now, Sebastian says Zoro versus Bullet. And
Oh, yeah.
we're
This
going to give
take
you
is
the floor
crazy.
first, and then we're going to give the floor to Pete. So what do you think, Fig? Who you picking and what type of diff?
If we're going Bullet, like off the movie, like that's pretty much all that we've seen by him. So, I mean, going off of Zoro, what he did to Kaido, I mean, he was kind of packing him up, but what he only do, like those 5 moves, and then he was all gassed out. So I would have to give it to like, it would be like mid to high diff Bullet. Bullet would have to take it though. I feel like just going off the movie and what we've seen, they had everybody there in that scene. I mean, they had Boa. I mean, like, I'm not talking about Smoker, but they had like Luffy, they had Sabo. They did have a lot of names there that was trying to pack them up. They even called like the Buster call on him, and like he was still pulling it down. He wasn't doing enough though, right?
He said Smoker was there, but whatever.
To be fair, Zoro put his strongest attack after he broke all of his bones against Big Mom
Right.
and Kaido.
Right.
Yeah,
Just
but
want to throw that
do
in
you
there.
think you can get Bullet to that point in a one-on-one just for him to use
so
that?
like, if you look at the actual like canon series, that attack from Big Mom and Kaido's the strongest thing we've seen, except for that island that just got blown up. That's crazy.
But it was seconds from packing Zoro up.
Right, but he blocked it. Dolo. And then got up and hit him with his strongest attack, and then went downstairs and beat up his cat and beat up his first command. So I think, it's not really fair because Douglas, like Bullet, like you said, they jumped him with all the people on the island. Like that's not really a fair fight. But Zoro probably get beat up. Post-Wano, hit him with Enma, Dead Man's Game, something like that. Maybe leave a bigger scar than he left on Kaido. He probably gonna lose, but I'm gonna still pick Zoro because I love Zoro. Extreme diff. But I just gotta pick him off pure bias, but not a fair matchup. Not a fair matchup.
Look, I love Zoro too. Look,
Are you
the
serious?
purgatory.
That's not fair.
If he hits the purgatory, like it's over. But like, yo, do you really think Bullet in his awakened state? Do you really think Zoro can stand with that for at least a long period of
Zoro
time?
is out here scarring Yonkos. Alright?
But does he have the
doing that.
durability to last? I mean, we know Bullet does.
Zoro!
You're
Zoro,
talking
he's
about
like
a
the
movie
biggest tank in
character
the
that
game.
absorbed the entirety of an entire island and was fighting all the main characters we've seen.
Look, I'm here for Zoro. I love him, but right now, going off what we see right now, I feel like Bullet has it.
Well, yeah, because he's almost a gag character. How strong they made him. Like, it's crazy he's on this list. You could have put Shiki on this list, and that's different.
We see enough from Shiki,
right? But we've seen more of Shiki than we have of Bullet. He's almost a gag. Like, nobody like that is that strong. And if Bullet actually existed, you say Roger was stronger than him?
Yo, Pete sounds like a hater, bro.
Yo, Pete, yes. Roger was stronger than
He's absorbing entire islands with his devil fruit, and we would really have to believe Roger is somehow stronger than that dude. And if he's actually a part of the canon story, no shot.
Roger was 1,000 episodes. I would hope he was stronger. I would hope I would want to see more.
Who's beating that? Like, what?
He lost to Luffy, bro. It happened. Once you get past the assimilation,
he had to win in 90 minutes. But like that, in the reality with that devil fruit power, that's why he's not in the main series, because it wouldn't make any sense. Like it doesn't even make any narrative sense for him to be fighting other people in the series.
Yo, Fig, you gotta mute the stream.
How is this who Zoro gets?
Zoro puts the strongest opponent in front of him.
You gotta mute the stream, bro.
Like, even if you pick any other movie antagonist, Zoro beats him. But you just pick the one with all the hacks.
I love that Party is calling Bullet top 1. Par, what you got?
I just want to. I think since we, we're bringing Bullet into this, I think especially if this is getting uploaded as a podcast, I think the viewers need to know why Sebastian is even doing this. Like, clearly you have some love for Bullet, and I feel like we need an explanation.
Listen, Bullet is one of my favorite movie characters of all time.
I could gather that much.
And he's strong. He's not like top tier. Like he can lose. There's people on this list he can lose to. Right? It's not like he can't lose. Party calling him top 1 over here. Saying he beat Roger and
even in the movie was Roger. And that's just because he has to be the strongest one in the show. It's the only dude that beat him up outside of Luffy, because again, that's how the movie has to go. That's crazy.
Whitebeard would pack him up.
He did.
You feel me?
See, for me, Sebastian, I love the movies. Everyone knows that I made a video about the movies, right? But the one thing about the movies is, like, besides like some of the moves, I mean, like, Luffy pulled out a Bajrang gun in that movie, right? Like, we can't take these Stampede was literally for the fucking, it was to be Dragon Ball Z. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Boa turned into a bullet in that movie. She sprinted across an island and just jabbed Bullet in awakened mode. And it's like, okay, that's definitely that's the Boa that I think of that got noted by Blackbeard. But no, it's not.
Nah. What am I hearing right now? Sanji had to fight fucking Blackbeard, and this man fights Bullet, and now
he's a canon character.
Let him do what he's doing, bro.
Hold on, one at a time.
Nah, bro, I ain't hearing this. Zoro better fight that man and figure out a way to win. All right, he got advanced Conqueror's Haki. He got Conqueror's coding. He can do things. He can bypass the assimilation and get to the main body. And once you get to the main body, Luffy packed him up. Nah, bro. Listen.
You're bugging. Blackbeard is a canon character that Sanji wouldn't beat with however many raid suits that you gave him. So, like, that's just an issue Sanji has.
Coming crazy at his take right now.
Bullet is not. He's not a canon character. Those powers don't even make sense with the story. Like, you didn't even pick a movie villain that's comparable to people we've seen. You didn't pick Z. You didn't pick Shiki. Like, people that we actually have information about. You picked the biggest hacks in the.
Zoro would smoke through Z, bro. What are we talking about?
And Shiki. He beaten Shiki too.
I mean, that's non-canon Shiki, but whatever.
Larry gonna come at you. Listen, I don't have a problem with Zoro versus Bullet. I feel like most people shouldn't. Who's winning the poll?
This is
Zoro winning the poll.
This
Zoro
is clearly
winning them
fixing this.
all,
That's just
bro.
off a fan favorite, though.
Who
Everyone's
besides
voting Zoro.
Who besides Luffy on this list and like Kaido are beating Bullet?
Big Mom will be Bullet, I think.
Yeah, she would
Probably.
be. She would beat Bullet.
Probably.
She'd beat Bullet.
Probably. Shanks on
You
here.
almost got Big Mom out of here over Queen. So what stipulations is she gonna beat? She gonna beat Bullet with stipulations?
No,
She's top 5. That's what. And he's 14. So that's what we saying.
So hold on. Can I make some input real quick? Cause y'all going off the dome, bro. Realistically speaking, Zoro is that guy. If we take fan favorite out, if we take plot out, and we just go, all right, yo, them two just scrap. I know it sounds crazy to pick the demon heir, but this is also a man that even Blackbeard himself did not want in his crew because he was necessarily too strong. Blackbeard in all his iterations has never done that to anybody. Now, if we consider what it took to beat him, it's crazy. We don't even know if he can assimilate Zoro's swords to some degree, right? Like his ability itself has allowed him to do that. It's going to come down to conquerors, of course, and if he can do that to Zoro's swords. But even so, even with like conqueror's coding, I think that Bullet was just so damn impressive to take out all the supernova with ease, and then he needed to be jumped by Law, by Luffy, by Boa. I'm not going to add Smoker, but by Sabo as well. It's like all these people needed to actually put him down. And also, it needed a buster call to take him out from the Marines. That means multiple vice admirals led by an admiral, most likely. So it's like, this dude is nothing to mess with, bro. Like, I get it. And I think that Zoro does win Extreme Diff. But I don't want to pick Zoro because I feel like he hasn't proven himself enough as much as Bullet has.
I would disagree because at the end of the day, so when we saw Bullet at his strongest, he's like what, mountain sized, like multiple mountain sized, right? Do we see Zoro's cutting through something mountain sized at this point, right?
Yeah,
and we know he's got his conqueror's coding, and we know he's at least shown enough durability to take some damage from some attacks from Bullet. If he can eat a combined attack and still get his strongest attack off from a combined attack from 2 Yonko, he could probably get a strong attack off on Bullet. And I'll roll the dice on whether that's enough to get him.
Yo, but Pika didn't have hockey infused into his form.
He did that after taking Kaido and Big Mom's deck. He did the most hockey infusion we've ever seen him do was when he was most hurt. So why wouldn't he be able to do that there?
No, I'm saying he's like Zoro would be able to do everything he was capable of doing on the rooftop. But when Zoro cut a mountain-sized person like Pika, he didn't have hockey attached to that. Like this dude,
he did.
No, he did it not in his mountain form. He did after he came out of his mountain form.
No, he did. There was hockey on his blades as he was going to cut Pika.
No, I'm saying Zoro was capable of doing that, but I'm saying Pika didn't have his statue form coated in hockey, where Bullet does. Like Bullet was attaching hockey, which was Conquerors, I believe.
I don't know if
I feel like
it was Conquerors.
Go
That's
ahead,
a
Fig.
stretch.
Go ahead, Fig.
It comes down to Zoro would have to be where we seen him fighting up against Kaido. And we haven't seen him fighting at that stage for long enough to say that he beats Bullet off of that. I feel like.
I agree.
I mean, that's just off of me. Like I said, when he was up there, he only did those, 5 to 10 attacks, and then he was all gassed out. I mean, that was after him fighting for days and up against, other commanders under Kaido, but, still, he was only able to do that.
But I mean, Luffy was gassed out after 5 attacks. He says a fruit that gave him his energy back. And that was gassed out after taking the strongest attack we've seen in the show. So that's not an accurate depiction of his actual stamina and durability to just say he can only do 5 attacks. If he's not getting hit with a Conquerors of the Sea level attack and taking that directly.
But I feel like that's him at his peak right now. I mean, that's him using his Conquerors. That's him using everything that he has unwillingly or willingly.
Hold on, Pete.
Hold
on, Pete.
Comparable.
Pete, one at a time. Finish your statement, Fig.
Oh no, I was just saying. I mean, like he put everything into those attacks at that last moment up against Kaido. I mean, that's as much as he can do, and that's as much as he can hold out. I mean, he even said it to Law. I mean, he said this attack right here is gonna put me to my end. He's gonna put everything into that attack, and for him to only be doing that, I mean, it is Kaido. He is supposed to be like the best of the best, but I mean, still,
Yeah, and
I feel like it should have been more in order for me to say he would be able to beat, Bullet, because I feel like Bullet would, put the hands on Kaido. I mean, like I feel like 1-on-1, like Bullet and Kaido. I mean, Bullet would. I don't know if he would definitely lose, but like it would be a hard fight for Kaido 1-on-1. And I mean, you see how it went for everybody up there, even with the whole crew.
What about you, Pete? What do you think?
So I'll just say for that, when Zoro was saying, yeah, this is going to take all of this out of him, it's because he's taking an extreme amount of damage. Like, at that point, it's not just because that was his strongest attack. Like, he'd taken an insane amount of damage at that point. So, yeah, his strongest attack would probably put him on the brink of death. So I don't know if that's necessarily... Like I said, I don't think that's a good gauge of what he can... Because I don't think Bullet is putting out any attacks that are the same as Kaido and Big Mom attacking at the same time. I think that's a stretch. I don't think that's a stretch. So if he can still unleash his strongest attack after taking that, he can take a shot or two from Bullet and be able to operate at least with some of his strongest attacks more than once against Bullet, which I think would do more. If he's doing damage similar to what he did to Kaido being stronger than Bullet, he's got a chance. That's why I said extreme diff.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I know Zoro's going to take it, but I want to say Bullet. That's all I'm saying. That's how I feel about it. Like, it's definitely a great fight. It's not an easy fight, and I don't think Zoro wins it easy either. Like, he's not mid-diffing Bullet. He's not high-diffing Bullet. Like, he would win extreme diff. But yeah, any final statements, Fig?
No, I'm with that. Bullet definitely. I definitely think Bullet wins extreme diff, though.
Okay.
That's just my opinion.
Bullet high diff.
Bullet high diff. What about you,
Larry?
I'm always going Zoro side. So Zoro extreme diff for me.
So chat went Zoro, which I mean, I guess whatever. Party went Zoro. So we got 2 and 2. Larry, you went Zoro as well?
I'm gonna go Bullet, but I know that Zoro would most likely win.
And Par, are you still on or?
I know it doesn't make sense, Pete. I just said that.
I say Zoro.
Say Zoro?
Yeah.
Right. I'm pretty sure we're all in agreement that it's Zoro, but we know that Bullet would probably, it'd be extremely difficult for Zoro to win.
It's tied. We might need to bring another person in because I got
your
chat.
sake, Sebastian, I wish Bullet was canon, bro. I wish he was so we could figure this out. I wish he was.
I think we default to the poll, and I think that's in Zoro's favor.
Poll is way heavierly in Zoro's favor than it should be, but it is more votes.
Yeah, and
those are the numbers, man.
You never could believe chat, bro, because they don't know what they be talking about.
We be spitting sometimes, Larry.
What are we doing here, y'all? Wait, who went Bullet? Who went Bullet? I went Bullet. Fig went Bullet. Larry, you went Bullet.
I did go Bullet. No, I went Zoro, but I think Bullet would somehow win.
It's 3.
I don't know.
Par, you said you're going Zoro?
I'm going Zoro.
All right, so it's 3-3, but the chat is heavier in favor of Zoro, which is, that's favorite.
And Larry's
y'all
really
know it is.
Zoro's side. Like he's just reluctant about it. And that's okay.
I'm about to call Lawrence or Lionel and see what they gotta say.
Definitely don't do that. They would take forever, bro. I personally listen, bro. I just like Bullet, man. He went mad hard. He did a lot of things.
It's very true.
That went mad hard, and even Blackbeard's phony ass said he didn't want him on a crew, so that's crazy. And y'all be caping Blackbeard for all his choices and all his opportunities that he just wants to capitalize on. He saw an opportunity and found out it was a detriment to him and his crew because he would have got his ass knocked out. And I'm like,
I can't control that dude.
I'm like, yo, that dude, If we going by betrayal, that's all I'm saying, man.
So what we going with, y'all?
He wouldn't
Are
have done
we
that to
going with
Zoro.
Bullet or Zoro? We need to make a decision here.
Sebastian, you're the
It's
only
Zoro
one
heavy. I just say give it to Zoro.
The
Give it to Zoro?
copium, the hopium in Sebastian right now. He's like, if I ask a sixth time, will it go to Bullet eventually?
That's a
I know deep down Zoro not beating that man.
Yo,
But
he
whatever.
really
Got
not.
me switching over.
He's really
He's
not.
not, bro.
He's not.
I
I don't think he
y'all
is.
doing that to Yamato earlier.
I just want y'all to know this will be the first actual change. And it's freaking Bullet. Fuck yeah. Like we
No,
went
you
through this
can't pick
tournament on
Bullet.
Discord.
You can't pick
No,
Bullet.
I'm not
Yeah,
picking Bullet.
Okay.
I'm picking Zoro. But we went through this on Discord and Bullet won. And somehow on YouTube he lost.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Somehow he lost. I don't know. Maybe we included more
That's
people.
how you did Yamato earlier. We just keeping it consistent. That's it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that Yamato and
Yamato lost in the Discord too.
yeah, that one was crazy.
Y'all need to watch your mouth, bro. Y'all speaking
It is
wild.
what it is.
Y'all speaking so
But all right,
recklessly, bro.
RIP to the GOAT. Shout out to Zoro, the other GOAT. Cause Zoro, that dude.
all the time.
Nah, I mean, I'm hurt. I'm not even playing. I'm actually hurt about this. I'm salty. I really put Bullet in here for this. And y'all got him out in the first round.
Yo,
I'm tight.
And you
This
said I
whole
was salty.
tournament-
Do
this
you
whole
hear Sebastian
tournament-
right now?
This whole ass tournament was to see where Bullet would end up. And you motherfuckers got him out of here in the first round. I
Back
hate
in his
you
movie
so
where
much.
he belongs.
Don't put him against Zoro. That's your fault.
That's
You-
crazy.
Do you guys realize he made Kuma and Seraphim Mihawk versus Akainu, yet he put Bullet against Zoro? What did you think was gonna happen? Like,
yo,
I thought Kuma needed it, bro.
Yo, Par's
He
so
did.
funny,
He-
bro.
whatever. Next matchup is the Purple Tiger Fujitora versus the Snake Princess
My waifu, bro.
Boa Hancock. But are we dropping Fig? No offense, but we dropping Fig and Party.
All right, guys. You guys have a good one.
Oh
It's,
yeah, I've
pleasure
said
tuning in for
my
the first
piece.
time.
Let someone else get in here.
All right, thank you, Fig. Thank you, Pete.
Peace.
also, I just want to say I'm gonna hop onto my stream, but I told Sebastian if you guys manage to stay long enough where you guys get to Sengoku and Garp versus Kaido, message me again. I'll come in, even if I'm streaming. So enjoy the rest of your stream, guys.
All right, see you later, bro.
Later.
Too funny. Too funny. All right.
We got Void in here now.
Yeah, we're gonna get Void in here. I haven't heard that guy speak ever, but he's probably gonna sound really funny.
He's gonna sound like a 7-year-old.
All right. So we're gonna invite two people again. I think we went through everybody. Let's try Psycho again because I don't think he was able to speak, and then we'll get Void in here. Void and Psycho, are you guys available?
Yeah.
Hey, yo, Void, that's you?
That's Void?
Yeah.
Yo, you sound
Void the
so
next
much
O'Hara, bro.
older, bro.
Why? What?
Yo.
Just because I have a device?
I thought you were like much younger, bro. Not gonna
Psycho
lie.
ass naked just now?
Yeah, bro. Psycho, were
Psycho, you nude, bro?
Did you have underwear on?
Yes, I did.
Bro.
It's just letting the chest out. Wow, ladies can't love chest.
Yo, bro, I'm just saying, man. I thought you didn't
I
have no
mean-
clothes on.
Gonna split?
Hold on, when that One Piece talk on, you gotta get relaxed. How you mean?
Psycho, are you smoking a spliff right now, bro?
Oh,
Or is that a
forget y'all
black?
got sponsors too. And I'm drinking.
Yo, I came back to call Larry out on this family-friendly picture of Boa he chose, but then we just have Psycho.
It's matching the energy for sure.
Yeah, I had to
It's
come in and
nighttime
just be
where
like,
I'm at. 10 o'clock.
It was 10 o'clock. Yeah. All right. So guys, Void and Psycho. Who do you have between Fuji and Hancock, and what's the diff? And we'll start with Void because I actually want to hear from Void.
Fuji mid. He mid diffs.
Fuji mid diffs?
Yeah.
Ooh, mid diffs?
I feel like that's kind of a hot take, right? Like, am I bugging?
No, I don't
I
think
mean,
so.
it's a pretty wild matchup that in his favor possibly, depending on how
He's
you view it.
blind,
Yeah, yeah. He's
so
blind.
I don't know how Boa affects him.
I mean,
Man,
go ahead, Psycho.
he's blind, but he can still see those curves. You know, just like he want to see Luffy. He want to see
The smell, yo.
He wants to see Stone, but I kind of agree. But because then, how does her fruit get into play? He can't see unless he's like feeling like, "Ooh, somebody lovely is up against me. What's this?" But you know, gravity wins.
But is he really that pervy? Like, out of all the
Gravity
admirals, wouldn't he
wins.
be the one to like I don't know?
Yo,
Oh shoot!
so
Both chest out.
so my pushback is going to be, cannonballs have been affected by her devil fruit, and robots such as pacifistas have been affected by her devil fruit. So her devil fruit doesn't necessarily just affect the way you perceive her, because that would mean robots and cannonballs have a way of feeling horny, and that's just not possible. So her devil fruit works on inanimate objects. So why wouldn't it work on a blind person or even his sword?
But didn't she have to hit him?
Yeah.
But did she have to like touch the cannonballs?
Yeah.
Yeah, but what makes you think she can't just touch
come
Fuji?
across them? He's got that area.
He's an admiral, and he's probably the one with the best observation.
It's a gamble, like Fuji
I don't
does.
know, top 5 in verbs maybe.
I don't know, bro. I feel like the fact that Boa got written into that corner because of Blackbeard's sorry ass made her look so much weaker than she actually is, bro.
But she did catch Pazzozo and Katarina, so
What if
that's not a
Fuji
W
just
for
pins her
Boa?
to the ground?
No, what'd you say, Void?
It's just what if Fuji pins her to the ground with his gravity?
She could probably just hockey out. She got Conqueror's hockey.
I don't know. Luffy didn't do that.
Yo, Luffy wasn't proficiently using his hockey correctly. I don't know, bro.
Yo, the
He got
question
hit
is, can he
twice, I think.
deflect slave arrows with his devil fruit, like with gravity?
Probably.
Can he just like push them
Maybe.
away?
Just drop them.
You know what I mean? Like he just like he could create a gravity barrier and be like, "Yo, I'm good. No marrows this way."
I got Fuji.
I got Fuji, by the way. I got Fuji. High diff. But the thing is, if he slips one time, he smell her a little bit, he might get caught up, bro.
Like,
He can envision the curves.
Like, what's that?
You feel me?
What's that fish market? And he'd be like, "Hello, lady."
I don't know, man. I think it's close though. I just think he's the ideal matchup for if you want to take Bo out.
Yeah,
So
I guess.
But
so
yeah, I got.
What are you guys going with, Psycho? Who you going with? What diff?
Fuji.
I'm about to get off.
Extreme diff, because you know fish market, and maybe her awakened formed is, I don't know, a field area location.
Okay. All right. And what about you, Void?
Fish market.
Mid. It's mid.
It's mid?
Yeah, like mid diff.
Holy. All right.
I can see that though. I can totally see that. I'm not even playing.
I mean, I think we're pretty much all in favor of Fuji.
No.
Yeah, that guy. Gambler.
Yeah, but his devil fruit is so crazy. That's
I
the
do
issue.
think
that's the issue.
He
We don't know
be
his
susceptible to her.
We
stuff,
just
though.
don't know what Fuji can really do. Like, even if, put it this way, right? Even if Fuji somehow is, I don't know, affected by her devil fruit, what's to say that her devil fruit doesn't work on like frequency waves to some degree? Like, he can literally just generate gravity around him where it would distort the frequency waves around him. Like, this is what I try to say sometimes. Like, Kizaru's ability and Fujitora's ability should be the best in the show, because light and like gravity itself makes up the universe, realistically speaking. And like gravity can do so much, bro. Like, Fujitora should be able to be the fastest person in the show, or just create a gravity hole that's so small that it doesn't swallow up the earth, but it's able to just age like Boa like 100 years in like a second. And you're like, yo, what the like what? Or just make her move so slow that she can't do anything. Like gravity is so crazy.
What about Blackbeard? Blackbeard's root.
Darkness is darkness. I mean, it is super powerful, but I don't think it's like top one in a verse for sure. Like it's
Didn't he
definitely
say something about mass and all that?
I think it's
like it
top
was
3.
kind of like a black hole.
Yeah.
He's
So
gonna
that
pull
would be
a Blackbeard and touch her and be like, oops, I'm sorry. I thought I was fighting a man with the metal on me.
I don't know. I still don't get how he just walked away unscathed. And he didn't get turned to stone at least once, so it's whatever. Like not even a piece of his body was turned to stone. Not like it's arm or anything.
The answer's there. You just refuse to see it.
Yeah, Blackbeard's just somehow faster and more mobile than Boa. You're right. That makes so much sense.
didn't his devil fruit just negate Boa's?
He
Like,
probably just snuck her, bro. It's really not. It's not that crazy.
He don't like thick women.
He said you don't like thick women. All right.
He did recruit Katrina, bro.
Yeah, but Katrina's a psycho.
Exactly. He was like, you know, hey, but
all right.
You know what's gonna happen.
We're going with
Fuji.
Oh, Fuji.
All
Yeah.
right, everybody's going with Fuji. All right, Fuji just makes the most sense, so we can do that.
All right.
All right, guys. Yo, thank you so much, Void. I'm so happy I got to hear you finally, bro.
yeah.
Yo,
It's
right.
a pleasure,
Yeah, hot
bro.
take. Can I say a hot take?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Fuji top 2 Admiral.
Wait, what?
Fuji top 2 Admiral.
Fuji's top 2
Yo.
Admiral?
Yeah.
All right, Void.
I ain't mad at that.
All right, Void.
I ain't mad at that.
Void, I'm pushing you down, bro.
Yo.
I said y'all really disrespected Zoro versus Bullet because Enma and Grim Reaper Zoro is top 1 in the verse.
Okay.
All right, so we got tag team bad takes.
Just
DKK
know,
is still alive.
Oh, what?
DKK is still alive. Kuma made the magma into a homie.
Oh my god.
They finding Moogie water still.
Cycle high, bro. Cycle high.
Yo, put your shirt back on, bro.
Oh, now I
Put
gotta
your
go
shirt
find
back
the
on,
shirt.
Psycho. Put it back on, bro.
I got, oh yeah, y'all do in the shop. That One Piece Talk shirts.
Yeah. Oh, it's in the shop. You just got to go to that onepiecetalk.com/merch.
Well, I'm about to get some too. Y'all got Snuggies there too?
Nah, don't have Snuggies. I wish, though. That would be dope.
I wish.
Marketing.
Yeah.
Listen.
All right. Yo, Void, thank you so much, man. And Psycho, thank you so much. If you're still in and Sebastian continues going on, I'll definitely bring you back in.
Yes, sir.
All right,
To
guys.
that merch shop.
Later, guys.
Bye.
Your voice all smooth.
Yeah,
I never
bro.
expected
You know
that.
what it is? It's because he's so hyper inside the Discord,
Yo.
right?
He's a different person.
Yeah, like he sounds so calm. I think he was nervous.
Void.
Yeah,
Void, you
Void
funny
was
as
nervous.
shit for that. I was not expecting that, bro. I was like, yo, Void, man, chill.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna be off the walls, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
That's so funny.
What do you want to do, bro? You want to call it a night and come back to it, or what do you want to do?
We have like 5 more matchups. A few of them are really easy.
I mean, we're hitting 3 hours and 30 minutes though.
Ooh, you want to call it? I wanted to kill the first round at least, but
that's a lot.
We can speed run it.
Nah, I don't think we should speed run it.
All right.
Yeah, because we have more episodes about this, bro. We don't need to
Word.
knock all of it out. That's too much.
All right, we can call it if you want to call it. I'm chilling.
Void said he was nervous as. All right, guys. I know that it sounds like we're gonna head out, but we are, because we're passing the 3 hours and 30-minute mark, and you know, this was really a test run to see how something like this would go, and I think that just involving everybody happened to be one of the best moments, probably of just doing what we do, right, Seb? Like just having something like this, because we did have something with the Davey back championships. and you know, it was a bit hectic, but I think it would deserve the YouTube attention and also like the audio only listeners attention, because there are a lot of people that just listen to us on audio. So
yeah. Hey Larry,
yo,
we got a couple super chats.
I hit those already.
And we got some that you didn't hit.
No, I said thank you in text.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
cool,
because
cool.
it happened so long ago, and I just wanted to say thank you for them.
Okay.
Thank you guys for all the positive feedback regarding like the stream and you guys liking it. Please, if you haven't sent a like on the video just yet, please do that for Seb, and you know, so we can continue this series, because we definitely have a lot more coming. This, I don't know if this will be an everyday thing or an every week thing, but if we decide to do it, we'll let everybody know. But this is a series of ours, so we're gonna continue doing this. Seb, anything you want to say regarding, you know, everything?
No, I just want to say thank you to everybody that showed up, everybody that enjoyed the stream. I love getting you guys' takes. I love hearing from y'all. I feel like that's something that One Piece YouTube in general can do more of, is engaging with their audience. So hearing you guys on a Discord stream like this, like most of y'all know, I'm a huge fan of the Knicks, and I watch a podcast that does something like this where they have callers come in. So I love that we do that on the show, but to do it on an even more wide scale here, because like Par said earlier, we don't get to hear from each of y'all every episode. So if I can do something like this and hear y'all scaling and hear y'all debates and get to talk to y'all directly like this is great. So I love that we're doing this. We'll try to do it as often as we can. And like Larry said, it's going to be a series. We obviously didn't finish this tournament. When we do, there will be another tournament of a similar ilk with a different setting, maybe duos, maybe trios, maybe a dark tournament for real with a 5-man team. You know, we're working on a bunch of things here. And if you guys have any recommendations for that, please, we're always trying to make the channel better, make this experience better for y'all. So if you have recommendations, hit us on Discord. But I just want to say thank you. I know we've been out here for a while, so appreciate all y'all that were stuck with us for the whole 3 hours. Sorry we couldn't finish round one, but we'll try to jump on a stream soon to get through round one and into round two. But really, seriously, just want to say thank you again.
Yeah, so this will be on YouTube for sure. It's going to stay on YouTube, and then we're going to upload this to all the streaming platforms for you guys to just listen to this as well. I you know, there's going to be some more collabs on the way that I'm working on, so we could work with other content creators. And I'm not too good at it, but I am doing my part in reaching out. So we're going to continue doing the live reactions on my end. We're going to continue the Monday episodes for sure. And we're going to have those mini podcasts that are super secretive of who's coming on next. That's going to be a thing. So to replicate, thank you, I Hate Mo. He says, just because I know Seb's heart hurts being a Knick fan. What's the $2?
Oh, man.
So for me, we're trying to replicate sort of like the Joe Rogan formula, but of podcasting for anime in general. And after One Piece is over, we have talked about like what's going to happen after. We're still not sure, so we don't have an answer. But when we get there, we'll have an answer. But we're gonna have at least three type of videos or podcast like episodes now, where we're gonna have the main stuff and then the other two to help fill in those gaps that aren't usually there, that we haven't done since I guess we incepted. So again, thank you so much for loving Seb. Thank you so much for loving the podcast, and thank you so much for just tuning in and, you know, hanging out with us, because like Lawrence said, we usually just talk about this stuff to ourselves, and we usually like went back and forth and argued our lungs out for hours. And then now to be able to experience it with everyone that's either listening or watching or joining to, you know, state their opinions. Thank you so much. You know, no super chat could mean as much as just having you join us. And The only other thing I can possibly say to end this off is if you would like to share us with other people that you know, or put us into like, you know, other people's chats that are, you know, content creators, or put us into forums that you guys talk, you know, One Piece about, please do. It helps us greatly, more than you know. So other than that, Sebastian, any other words?
No, you said it best. I just really appreciate everybody. And yeah, I played Bullet, man. I'm still salty. I'm still salty. Still salty.
All right, guys. It's been beautiful. I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their morning or night, depending on where you are. So thank you so much. And this is that One Piece Talk. My name is Larry.
My name is Seb.
Enjoy the rest of your night, guys.